Hello.
Hello.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to Dungeon Select. Is this 52, right?
52.
52.
It's a year's worth of episodes.
Officially a year's worth of content. That's mad.
We did it.
That's
well,
mad.
you good. You guys did it.
This is the last session.
most
Then,
part.
is what we're saying. We're done.
I was here at the start and I'm here now,
Right,
so technically I was
let's wrap it
here.
up.
Imagine y'all just TPK today.
Can you imagine?
Haha, just kidding.
I'd like to see you try, DM. Ha ha ha. Just kidding.
This
Yeah.
is where Dutch makes out like he didn't have it planned from the start that we would TPK.
Yeah, 52. That's there. Like, I've only got 50 episodes planned. Shit.
Mrs. Cool. I figured, hey, Belle's not here. Belle missed. Haha, get it? That's what's kind of like the train of.
No, when the one time she wasn't here when I was still doing it, I just put a picture of Belle from Beauty and the Beast up on there.
Oh fuck yeah, that's a.
Looking like a derp, like Belle being like it was pretty funny.
Just seen what you put.
Just summon a Baylor. Don't tempt me, Hunter. Don't.
Someone
Watch out.
Tempt me from
Baylor's
We're overpowered at this
Whoever-
point. We're basically gods.
Oh, don't pull a Keyleth right now. Don't say it.
fucking
But
Baylor's
What's the
are
worst
episode
that could
1.
happen?
What do you
What's the
mean?
worst that could happen? Like Tiamat's not gonna come down and kill
Tarask,
us.
That's
Come
what's
on.
gonna happen, yo. But whoever's controlling or playing Octanus today, don't trust her D&D Beyond page. Belle forgot to take off like the blinded or restrained settings. She is neither of those things. So don't trust her.
I mean, I'm just gonna...
Yeah, Opsy, I hear something flying around in the sky. I don't know. We'll see what it is during the session, I guess.
Wait, Tarask can fly?
They can now, motherfucker!
It's a Tarask from
God.
Mars.
The Rock's like, I don't remember there being a mountain in the Feywild. That's no mountain. That's... yeah, but...
Oh fuck! All right, hey, welcome on in, everyone. Appreciate y'all. Mikey, thanks for kicking the stream off with a 6-month resub. Legend. All you guys for the hosts and all that, appreciate it. Yeah, so like I said, we're down a Belle missed today. She's at her grandparents,
Yeah.
right? And the internet's internet's just fucking shit, apparently. So she couldn't make it. Hopefully, like, it seems that Discord has sorted itself out after like over 24 hours of just issues. So
Yeah.
hopefully, you know, maybe Discord Canada is late to the party. Who knows? Because that's a running gag here. Like 2 times now, a D&D session got fucked because specifically Discord Canada. Isn't that mad? Like specifically Canada, the one
Have
Canadian
we ever
here.
had a Discord anywhere else problem? It's either been Canada or everywhere.
Not unless
Yeah,
it's
either,
all of us.
it's
We've
either
had
Canada
all
or
those
global.
problems,
Yeah, yeah. Weird. AC
Really think
130
that's all
above.
the time?
Yeah, but apparently the Discord
Not just
issues was
right
because of a
out.
Google thing, right?
Yeah, but Discord uses Google
Google
servers.
API change or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discord uses Google their like servers and shit. So
Because they're cheap and usually fine.
and usually fine. Yeah. All right. Any announcements before we get going?
I'm just concerned with the lack of notes I have to write, because else I'll take control of Octanus. But like...
You don't want to hear about a dream I had last night?
Yes, that's our. In a minute.
That's our weekly thing.
That's a weekly segment. In a minute. Hold on.
Trimmer wrote so many down for Octanus. I've just written down her health. If I've raged or not, I'm like...
That's good. Well, that's because you asked me to send you notes, and if it's
I know.
anything like the length of Kissaren's backstory, I
know.
sent you a novel.
And
so-
yeah, but this is... Am I missing something Octanus can do? Remember his barbarian? I'm like, no, that's about right.
No, just smashes things.
You hit things or you hit things angrily.
She used to have that axe with
And
the
you can
wolf,
tell
but
us
she
repeat.
doesn't use it anymore because
What?
of better axe she
Oh,
has now.
actually, I know exactly what I need to read. Great, she has great weapon mastery. That's what I
She
Yes.
does. She does.
Yes.
You can
I'm
reroll
muted
one or a
to
two.
talk. I just realized. Don't forget her
Yeah,
arm.
you did. And her arm.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
Yeah, you can heat metal, you can hellish rebuke. Easy peasy.
All right. So, any announcements before we?
It'll be one of these 3 dates, and we'll let you know as soon as we know. But either December 10th, 11th, or 16th. Hanzo and I have that podcast episode where the founder of Eve Wrestling
Yes.
is doing a
Oh, that's
podcast
right.
episode with us. So that's really exciting.
Hell yeah.
And then we also recorded our Christmas episode yesterday,
Hmm.
and only realized afterward that the audio fucked up halfway through, so we have to re-record the second half.
Oh,
but there will be a
fuck.
Christmas episode at some point.
Rip.
And then another announcement tomorrow on the SXD esports channel. We're doing another Just Dance charity stream. So
Oh,
if
God.
you want to see me look like an idiot, but with more of my teammates this time to also join me in the dancing idiocy, that will be happening.
All right. Awesome.
Those are my announcements.
Wait. Was that you being like, I got
no, that's
something?
me finger gunning.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm gonna be back streaming more now.
Pog.
Wait.
Yeah.
I did 2 over the past week, and that's like more than
That's
I've done
more-
in the last 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. So hey, only way is
so-
up, right?
The only way is up.
That wasn't really an invitation to start singing, honestly.
Well, tough shit, because I took it anyway. But yeah, potentially tomorrow, I believe, I'm going to stream in the daytime. Tuesday night, I'm definitely going to stream, because I have the house to myself for most of it.
Ooh.
So I don't have to worry about sorting things around the house.
He's gonna fap everywhere, chat. Every corner
on
of the room.
camera.
Get
Every
the black
corner
light
of the
out.
Yeah,
room.
you didn't say where you're streaming.
Get the black light out.
Why freak out?
Ugh.
I have. I'm
Oh.
gonna be doing a Dutch cooking stream on the 21st December.
He's gonna cook me, chat.
Cooking. Yeah. We're,
Pretty
much. We're cooking bitterballen, poffertjes,
Lit.
and olieballen.
My
Lit.
favorite hearing so
All
pronounce
lit.
things is
Dude,
just worth
yeah,
it.
they're great. It's like pancakes with powdered sugar, donuts, and like
Yeah, kind of like donuts. Yeah, kind of. And yeah.
yeah. And that's a
Bitterballen, best thing
Dave
ever,
would
by the way.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a reason that for the longest time I thought it was the Netherlands. The metric with which I rated things was
Isn't
on a
as good,
scale
yeah.
compared to bitter balls
Yeah,
because they
because-
are
But
the
their name
perfect
sounds
thing.
awful. Like
Yeah, they're basically these like little little balls of like a meat ragu, covered
they're
in
savory. They're not sweet.
yeah,
Yeah.
covered in breadcrumbs and then deep fried, and it's lit.
So it's like
Oh,
deep
it's like
fried
It's like the
meatballs with sauce.
it's like Italian like meatballs, but like different. Okay.
No,
like
it's like
paste.
It's like a
with
paste.
It's
It's
like a
like
ragu
a-
type paste.
I don't know what I would compare the
Oh.
ragu to, but it's like
because there is a type of like
It's
breaded
like if you like
Italian
cooked up like
meatball with a
taco
filling
meat and like put it
but-
inside like a fried dough ball.
That's
No,
cool.
no. It's
no,
not
it's
dough.
not even taco meat. I mean, like the ragu that's
mean, you
in,
know what I mean,
it's
but,
like
like, you know, it's
spreadable,
like-
bro. It's like a
Yeah.
liquid. You know, it's
Yeah.
but it's
So it's
like
like
gravy,
churros,
kind of.
but
It's a little bit like
There you
gravy.
go.
I'm
Gravy,
intrigued to
yeah.
see Soko try and make it.
It's lit.
Yeah,
like,
me
doesn't
too.
it-
Oh, yeah,
it's fucking
that's gonna be
fire,
the
bro.
struggle is if I can actually make them correctly.
Yo,
Hamburger.
just Google it.
Geen lange hamburger. No. Flat waffle
Papier
thing.
hier.
Stroopwafels. Stroopwafels are lit, bro.
Oh, stroopwafels.
But you need like a proper like waffle press thing.
Yeah.
Like a
man.
prop- like, it's like a-
oh,
it's like a
man, those
machine,
fresh
bro.
fucking stroopwafels we had in Rotterdam,
sorry.
some of the best shit in
So
the
good.
fucking world. Oh my
a good
god.
thing I just
bro. Why
ate
is Dutch
dinner.
food so
I'm
good?
a waffle maker, dude. Like I'm.
I remember
Um,
like we went to this market in Cardiff when we had the Love Select meetup, and Laura was like, "You gotta try these Welsh cakes," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, man," but holy fuck, stroopwafels are amazing. Like I feel like British.
Stroopwafels
cuisine
are superior
sucks.
to Welsh cakes for
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. It's just it wasn't so much like the trends because they're great. They're pretty good, and you're in Wales. And,
And
they're,
I'd never
like,
had one.
iconic,
Yeah, yeah,
so-
yeah, no, I get
I
it.
feel
I
like
get it.
stre-
But
I
it's
feel
just
like
like
Welsh
it's just such
cakes
a
are just-
shame. British cuisine is just so.
Welsh cakes are just hot, sugary scones. Changed my mind.
They're hot, sugary, thinner.
They're a lot like scones, yeah.
Yeah.
I say scones, not scones. So go fuck yourself.
me too.
I normally say scones, but then
It's a
Gypsy said it
scone.
that way, so I
Yeah,
was
just
yeah.
said scone because he's a dirty northerner. Just don't put him in his
Fuck you.
He also
Fuck
says,
off.
"Oh, thanks
He
for
says, "Now."
host." Like
Thanks for
literally
host.
half his sentences are not there. So,
I ain't got now
Thanks
to
for
do.
Hey, look, I'm
I'll
off
make
down to
sure
the
that
shop.
home.
Look, after this, I'm off down to the shop. Do any of you lot want out?
Oh my no.
Oh,
and-
cornetto.
Oh my
Alright,
god. So
anyway.
before-
Anyway,
What?
I don't have an announcement, but I
Get
have a
your
little
waffle out now, Hup. Come on.
Right,
Pip.
I fucking so I went and dropped a thing off for someone down at a store in Bottom Valley. That's irrelevant. But we go in, we drop this thing off, and then we're
Okay.
like, "All right, see you later." And as I'm going out, I'm like, "All right, cheers, fella." At the exact time, this like 40-year-old guy who I've dropped this thing off with goes, "All right, cheers, fella," and we just sat there looking at each other for like a solid 10 seconds.
And then you made
Because-
out.
Aww.
And then,
Yeah,
and then you
it's
made
chat.
out.
No, that was the point where I realized that being back up north has turned me into a horrible northerner again.
disgusting.
Cheers, fella.
And then he took Gypsy
Cheers,
back
fella.
to his
I'll
flat
see you
fucking
later.
ass, obviously.
Alright, so this week's episode of Dungeon Select, as always, is brought to you by Insert Your Brand Here. I love Insert Your Brand Here. It's my favorite thing to use in the shower. It makes me feel
This is
great.
the best fucking bit
Duke's
we've done
dreams
for so
actually
long.
come from insert brand here.
Eventually, this bit will die.
Mm.
No,
And then
what's
we'll
gonna
get fucking-
happen is
I refuse
it's
to
a
sponsor it.
contest where we say that and then be like, hey, viewers, now pick the weirdest thing, given what Dutch just said. That you
Yeah,
can
given
fill
what
in that
Dutch
blank.
just said.
And now that's in the shower. Now we dare you, chat, find the weirdest fucking thing. That,
Just
that blank
edit it.
could be.
Some-
Bad
That
Dragon.
you-
This stream's brought to you by Bad Dragon.
This stream is brought to you by Bad Dragon. Just
Duke.
edit it over.
As our last little running gag, any weird
well, I have
dreams?
two things.
Any weird dreams? Oh, you have two things?
Anyone
Boy.
in chat playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, go out, catch a whole lucha,
Oh, God.
call it Sir Duke, okay? It's just
It's the rules.
for me, a little
It's-
personal thing.
It's the rules.
Second thing, I barely remember the dream, but it was one of those where I woke up, my phone fell off my bed and like made all this noise, so I woke up, and then I went back to sleep, and I had a weird dream that like I was like not a teacher, but like I don't know, I was in childcare for some reason, like at a kindergarten, and
Watch
I
out.
was kind of just minding these kids, and they were like swimming in a river, and like one of them wanted to
Why
get
is there a
out, so I
river
had
in your
to.
kindergarten?
It's not, no, there was a fence, but like we were out and they were having a swim, and I was like, this is cool. And then one of them was like, oh, can I get out? So I had to pick him up, and I just like dunked him over the fence back into the kindergarten. I don't know, man.
What the
What
That
the
was the dream
fuck?
I had last night. Or this
Okay.
morning, or
It's not quite
this
a
afternoon.
dream, but
This
most of the time
afternoon.
this morning, while still dead asleep with his eyes closed, as I'm like getting dressed and like walking around my room, James just in his sleep asked me, "What's wrong? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's like, "Okay," and like stayed asleep. I was like, "What's happening in your head right now?"
Everyone has these fucking wild dreams, and I'm out here. Do you know what I dreamed last night? I dreamed that I'd open the windows.
That's wild.
I woke up this
Oh,
morning.
man.
Right, so those of you that still streamed yesterday, I had Louis stay over. I woke up this morning. I was like, Louis, did you shut the windows this morning? He's like, no, why? And I'm like, because I had a banging dream that I opened the windows.
Banging.
That's a
Banging
So
dream,
good.
bro.
I fucking open my window.
Good lord.
Crazy
Yeah,
dream,
okay,
bro.
wait, I opened my windows.
I used to
Insane.
sleepwalk, and I would like get out of bed, just go to the bathroom and piss in the toilet, and then get back in bed, and like I didn't know, but obviously my family were like, yeah, you kind of just got up and went to the toilet, but like my eyes would be open, it'd be super weird, like I don't know, man.
Pretty
I
sure that's
wish-
called possession.
Possession, yeah, okay.
Did you
Yeah.
flush? Did you flush?
By a
though?
demon that just really had to go.
Did you flush though? Real question.
I don't think so.
I only slept walked
Yeah, but
once
real
in
talk,
my whole life.
demons don't
So
have bodily
insane.
functions. Maybe it just really enjoys the sensation of pissing. Haunts you every
Or
now and
just-
again for a cheeky.
Or just whipping a dick out, you know? Maybe that's
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
everyone
a
enjoys.
little bit.
All right. Anyway,
D&D, alright, boys.
last week on Dungeon Select, the party traveled to the Feywild and had a little talk with Elsinil in her tree home. She basically sat down and just like, party was free to ask any questions, and she answered them as best she could. And then you were told you had to go to the City of Chaos to retrieve the Mantle of the Traveler from Cairo Kilnas, who is the Archfey in charge there. And you set off on a little boat controlled by a pixie down the river, and encountered 2 Rivermire crocodiles and beat their asses.
I got to be
I
a
stabbed
shark.
one.
It was my dream.
I made my first weapon attack with this character.
Oh fuck! I just realised that I can't use my own D&D Beyond anymore.
And
Nice.
I think effectively did more damage in combat than Gypsy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
I
much.
didn't want to burn any of my fucking things, so yeah.
Pretty much.
And we're
And
now
then,
about to long rest.
and
Yeah.
then you continued your journey down the river. All the while, the night sky doesn't really change. It's something you all have come to conclude that no matter what time of day it is, it's like a perpetual sunset type situation. And you docked at the city of Bar Majestui, a large, tourist-rich city, and booked some pretty expensive rooms at the Marble Column for, what was it, 350 gold per room per night? Something silly like that. You know, had a little trip around the city, told epic tales to music instrument makers in exchange for some free instruments, bought some books, had a bath, had a massage. You're about to have dinner. You just called Trim down from a room to join you guys for dinner. and the doors to the dining room are now opened up, and there's these large tables all set up with the most ridiculously fancy like tablecloths, and it's over the top for most of you. This seems like the most ridiculous dinner experience you're about to have that you'll ever have in your lives.
It's included in the bill, right? Like for the room.
We didn't ask.
Didn't ask. So, as you start to, proceed towards the dining room, a little bit of a queue starts to form. Some folks dressed in fancy robes are all waiting to be, escorted to their tables. In front of you is a group of 4, seemingly elven of some sort, individuals, 2 men, 2 women, all dressed in robes, these white robes with gold finishes, and they're being guided to their tables now by the 2 high elves that you've met at the door, and you didn't really like. And as soon as they are escorted to the table, one of the high elves walks up to you as a group. Are we all here? Yeah, by this time, Trimble have already made their way down, and
yes, I believe so.
all right, I'll guide you to your tables. Any dietary restrictions that the chefs should be aware of before we proceed on serving the food out?
Don't believe
I
so.
don't think so.
Not for me.
All right, very good. Well, if you'd follow me, please. And he proceeds to walk and guides you to a table set for the middle of the table. This large, just decorative, like bouquet of flowers. These blue and yellow tablecloths set at each seat, and these glasses that are being filled with wine as you all sit down that don't look very practical. And there's not a lot of wine goes into them, but they look nice.
So they filled all our glasses with wine?
Yeah,
And we're seated already.
you're being seated right now, and there's 2 like busboys filling up the glasses with wine as you're all being seated.
As that happens, I will slowly move Trim's glass over to my place, so I have 2 small glasses of wine. Because she doesn't drink.
The busboy kind of like
not a lot.
the busboy kind of sees you do this.
I will slide it back
Does-
over to Trim's place.
No. I mean, does the lady not enjoy wine, or?
No, I like wine. I generally don't drink a lot if I'm in a place I don't know very well, just to err on the side of caution. But I'm sure this wine is lovely, and these glasses actually look like my size, so I wouldn't mind having one.
Do you have any bigger glasses or tankards, perhaps?
Yes, these are merely decorative, mainly. We'll swap them out with some bigger glasses.
Just keep one of the small ones, obviously, for the...
when food's served. We'll keep the small one for the lady here.
How full are they putting the glass? Are they doing it all the way to the top, or are they like?
It's all the way
leaving
to
it
the top, but like you
Okay,
guesstimate that it's like 2 sips of wine and the glass is empty.
but- Make sure, like,
Especially
it's
for
on
you.
top, and then not like.
Yeah, no, it's like it's
You
to
need
the
a small
top.
glass to fucking
It's
skimping on us.
Nicole would be like,
To the top, it's got fucking.
yeah,
top
it
on
is to the top, but
please.
it's like especially for you, it's like 2 sips and it's gone. Like the glass is empty. So they seat you all, and the high elf that guided you to your tables. So tonight's dinner will be a whole roast pork, a variety of different sides, from breads to salads to some soups as well, and there's going to be a nice dessert after that if you all still have room. Does that sound amicable to you all?
Yeah, sounds marvelous.
Sounds amazing.
All right.
Sounds lovely.
We'll get the chef going then. And he leaves the table. and the busboy kind of like doesn't leave your table, but kind of like goes stand in the corner and just stands there, and just, you know, whenever one of you tosses him a look, he just gives you a smile. As soon as he notices one of the glasses being empty, he immediately walks up with a bottle of wine to fill it up again. Seems like he's your personal like waiter for the night.
I'm making him put the miles in. He's getting his...
Whenever he fills up mine for the second time, I then slide it over to Matthias.
Okay.
And I will
only
drink them
wanted the
both
one.
together.
Yeah, it's a very it's a red wine. Very fruity though. Definitely, especially as someone who's drank a lot of wine in his time. Again, you can taste it's expensive. You can.
Yeah.
It's.
What does their clientele look like? I'll take a little glance around.
Make a little perception check.
14.
14. You look around. There's a table of with the 4 individuals that were guided in before you. So the 2 male and 2 female high elves. You gather. And besides them, there's also another table with quite a large group, variety of different races, singing, hushly singing songs, seemingly celebrating a birthday of some kind. In the corner of the room you're in, you see a string quartet setting up to start playing some tunes for the room. There's still a couple of tables that are empty, but are like dressed. So you guess that those people will probably be joining into the room relatively shortly, but they're not there at this point.
Does it appear that everyone else around on the other tables is all drinking this red wine, or are there a variety of drinks?
Make a perception check.
I think I don't perceive. I do perceive good. That's 19.
19. It seems that everyone at this point is sipping the wine out of the way too small but pretty looking glasses. Yeah.
Then I'll take a sip of the wine.
Okay.
Even though it doesn't do anything for you.
Exactly. That's yeah.
It tastes nice.
It's good wine.
It tastes
so.
nice. Yeah.
Brandon's
So, you know.
not really a wine person, but it's like wine to him.
Yeah, fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, Dodge knows it's fair.
Yeah. I'm not a wine drinker myself, so I know that whatever wine, how fancy or how good it might be, tastes like wine to me. You know.
This wine tastes a bit winier.
Yeah.
This is a really oaky aftertaste.
So it seems that it's
Must
a
be
little while until
The barrels of the Feywild made of a peculiar
food's-
wood that
food
only
is
grows
served.
here.
It's got a strong nose to it.
Anything you guys care to discuss? You can. It's a few minutes before food starts being served. So.
Matthias, you guys said you guys went to the bookstore, right?
Yes, yep.
Could you like write down the directions to that?
Oh, it's hard to miss. There's a big I don't even know what the word would be. Shopping
bookcase.
Plaza, bazaar,
plaza, sure.
marketplace.
All right, and it's just in the
No,
plaza.
not so much a bazaar or a marketplace. More like I don't know how to describe it. It's a whole building, and there's there's several floors, and a big beautiful fountain, and there's all these different storefronts all around. It's sort of like a market, but imagine rather than stalls, lots of individual just shops, all stacked one on top of the other almost, and you have But in this place, I can't even remember what they called it. It's like a plaza, I suppose. I don't really know. But yeah, the bookstore,
they
I
called
think
it a warehouse. That's what they called it.
Yeah, but warehouse sounds so.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
crates are kept in a warehouse. This is the Feywild. But I think the bookstore's up on the first floor. What was it called? The something of knowledge. Emporium of knowledge or something like that. There's a small bookshelf outside with
Awesome.
books that you can just take, or if you have any to donate, you can leave them there too. Found a
Alright,
small volume on Millil on the bookshelf out front. I doubt that would have lasted long.
very nice. All right, I'll have to make sure I stop by there before we leave.
Okay. A few minutes go by, and a group of 6 waiters all comes out the kitchen and starts to put down individual plates for all of you, and swaps out the wine glasses for larger glasses, except the one in front of Trim. She keeps the smaller glass. And as soon as all of you guys have the appropriate plates and cutlery set out for you, these 2 large, seemingly half-orcish men come out the kitchen wearing chef's attire. Comes out the kitchen with a whole roast pig in its entirety. Literally
one for the table.
Yeah.
Fancy.
And puts it down on the table, and like one of the waiters takes away the flowers that were in the middle and makes room for them to put the pig down on this nice wooden board. And the waiters then quickly go into the kitchen, come back with all of your side dishes, so some bowls of bread, a small container of soup with like 6 individual bowls stacked up next to it, so you guys can grab some soup if you want. And within a few moments, your table is filled with food.
Yum.
More drinks are being served.
Is it the same wine?
It is until someone opens their mouth. It is the same wine until someone opens their mouth, but at this point it's the same wine.
I'm just gonna tuck in. I won't say
Okay.
anything just yet.
Okay.
It's good. It's nice wine, but
I'm gonna. No, you know what? I'm gonna wait till after dinner.
I'm mostly eating like the salads and the sides and the breads. I only have like a teeny tiny bit of the pork.
Okay.
Nicole's going to wait for everyone else.
And it's like,
Oh, you guys
rip a
eat
leg off.
whatever's left. I'll take care of the pork.
Oh my god.
I'd like to.
You can see the color of half of the jewel, just like. just rub his head.
I'll wave the busboy over.
Yes, sir.
This wine.
Yes.
Is this intended to be enjoyed with the meal?
Have you had a taste of it yet? Now that you have your meal,
Yes.
you didn't notice a difference.
Oh well. Okay, DM. Okay, DM.
Yeah.
Carpe diem.
As you drink the wine, now that you've had a couple of bites of food, the taste palette completely changes to where it does match. It's the same wine they've been pouring, but you can feel and taste it completely. Just the palate changes.
Does it
Can I
still
see the-
taste like red wine to Bran?
Yeah,
Okay.
Can I perhaps see the bottle?
of course. And he kind of like whips out a bottle, and on the label is blank, but you can see as soon as he like uncorks it for you, there's a swirl of like arcane energy just comes out the bottle. It's definitely not just your regular wine.
Peculiar.
Yeah, we have our own. I suppose it's kind of like a company that got started by one of the higher ups that founded this hotel, and they've started their own winemaking business too, and they exclusively make wine for the hotel, and it's
Exclusively for the hotel, so you can't get
Yes.
this anywhere else.
absolutely
Does
not.
the hotel sell bottles at all, or is it?
Yes, but they are quite. Not that I'm here to assume you're, how wealthy you are.
I'm just curious.
But they are quite expensive. They go for roughly 500 gold pieces per bottle.
And how big is this? Is this the regular size bottle?
Yes, you get.
There's no Magnum.
Using normal glasses and not the tiny ones that you had at first, you'd get like 8 glasses of wine out of a bottle, maybe.
Interesting. I'm gonna make a note of that, just in case we come upon a ludicrous sum of money at some point. Oh, one last thing. Does it always match the course that's being served, or is there something you have to do?
Well, typically people that have the food want their wine to pair nice with it, so that's why it adjusts. But it's more of like a mindset thing. Whatever you want it to taste like, that's what it tastes like.
I see. So it perfectly complements in the mind of the consumer.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Do you need another, top up on the wine?
Yeah,
while I'm here?
just top it up. That's fine.
All right. And fills up your glass and checks the rest of the table, make sure that everyone is still good on the wine front. Walks over to Trim. Would you like some more wine, or would you like something else to drink?
Actually, and I hold out my like magical flask and I sprinkle some like leaves in it from my pocket and go, could you put some hot water in this for me?
Of course, yes. And grabs the thermos can from Trim and quickly makes way to the kitchen and comes back and hands it back, puts it back on the table. There you go. If there's anything you need, just give me a call. I'll be right there. And he goes back to his like dedicated little space.
And I go,
You're
I
muted,
guess
Bran.
I should have kept asking for wine so I could give it to you. Look at Matthias. My bad.
That's fine. I mean, he's topping it up every time I finish a glass. So.
Now that someone's drinking something other than wine, Actanis is just going to start filling her glass up with firewater.
Fair. It's fair. Yeah.
I would like to, having heard that it changes depending on the mindset, Nicole is just going to think ale.
I was going to do that.
Okay.
And take a sip.
Man, that tastes like ale. It's crazy.
Yes! I'm so happy.
What the fuck?
And you just see Nicole fucking neck this wine. Like, straight up down it. Just,
Give
like,
that wine
still
some sloppy gooseneck.
Still thinking like ale.
It's just a chant in the back of his head now. Just all right.
It's like being in a country pub.
Right, you love?
Excuse me, bus boy. Do they do this wine by the yard?
You got any scrumpy back there?
Oh god.
Do you reckon you've got any spare apples I can have?
Spare apples, me love?
So you all now, as you guys tuck in your dinner, the string quartet starts playing a variety of string instruments, filling the room with nothing too intrusive, just a nice little like background tune while you have your
Better than
conversations.
Matthias's music.
Absolutely not. It's not actually a fact.
So actually, speaking of that,
It's
Matthias,
good music.
You had a lot of like packages when you came back from your shopping trip. What'd you buy?
Ah, well. The word may not be buy, for I didn't spend any money. I have acquired
You
instruments.
stole that?
No, not stealing.
Okay.
The price I paid was a good tale, I
Okay.
suppose.
Wait, so someone just gave you instruments for telling
Your
them a story?
instruments?
I'm gonna take.
He
Oh,
really
shit, what was
told
the
the
book
man a
called?
story.
Do I believe Bran? Do I believe this tale?
What is Brad saying?
He said
I backed up Matthias.
Yeah, you were there, right? So yeah.
Yeah, he was there, but he didn't understand what I was
I
saying.
didn't understand it. I just saw this guy reacting to whatever he said, and
Yeah. Do we believe this?
I'll
roll an
take
insight
out
check.
my copy of the Curious Tales of Milil,
Mhm.
and I will slide it across the table to Narank, and I'll say, give that a read. Maybe you'll understand.
That's a hearty 11.
11. Brand persuasion or deception? Just don't mention what.
do I get advantage because I'm technically backing at Matthias?
No.
No.
Fuck. Persuasion or perception or deception.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's 13.
You get the sense that Abran is convinced that is what happened. Yeah.
Fair enough.
As I slide the book to Naronk, I'll say, in here is stories of the life and times of the deity worshipped by bards across the land. And it maybe it will help you understand the faith a little better. I'm not sure, but
And you've met this being?
no. Unlike you, we aren't stalked unwillingly by deities.
Well, she's not a deity. Not yet, anyways.
Not
And
yet.
you can't really say we. 2 more people here kind of have deities attached to them in some way.
That's
Sort
right,
of.
Brandon's
Yes, I
got
suppose. I
fucking,
suppose.
what's his name?
Literally 50% of us. Maybe we should change our name.
I
Maybe
mean-
we're no longer Heroes of Exile. Maybe we're like Heroes of Good. No, never mind. That's bad.
Heroes of-
scoffs at that.
Actanis is just sat there like frowning at everyone.
Rolling her eyes.
Brandon's
Anyway,
got like Rios, and Nicole's got his fucking Dragon Boy.
Brand doesn't have Rios anymore.
Dragon Boys.
Remember?
we
That's
we all
mean.
we
It'll
all
make him
have
sad.
our chosen deities, but we aren't shadowed by them particularly.
Well,
Is she here right now?
that's not quite true.
Elsanil, give us a sign.
I don't know if you should serenade
You
out
hear in the back of your head a very faint.
Anyway, what does everyone hear that or just me?
Just you.
Oh, God's sake. I told you. Anyway,
She's into bards.
I got
What do you mean you
instruments.
told us she didn't do anything.
I heard it. You didn't hear that?
I think you're just hearing voices. Are you all right?
I heard something. I got
He's had
instruments.
a lot of wine.
And I
That's true,
don't
he has had a lot
exactly
of wine.
remember what I bought, so bear with me.
All I remember, like Laura remembers the tiny
2 violins.
because I started tuning my own violin IRL.
2 violins, one a child size for that halfling. An ocarina for Nicole. A lute for Nicole. Oh, and also
Why
2
does he
bows
get
with the
2
violins. I don't remember. Oh, because I wanted to teach him the lute, but also he said he could play the ocarina, and I just
Oh,
felt.
okay.
And he doesn't have one anymore, so it seemed like, you know. But obviously Actanis and I believe Trim expressed some interest, so I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Actanis said that she can play the piccolo.
Yeah,
Yeah, my preferred instrument is the one of death. so-
Actanis said she wanted to learn the viol, so. There you go. That's all I'm carrying around right now, apparently, because I don't think I had a chance to put it in my room. In fact, Bran had a couple, so I'll just start. I guess I'll put the violin, the small violin in front of Trim, the large
Excuse me.
violin in front of Actanis. I'll pass the ocarina and the lute, and cool. And hopefully, sometime soon, we can start some kind of group tutelage, and perhaps form a band, the likes of which have never been seen. And we'll call ourselves the Tenacious Three, even though there's 4 of us.
I fucking hate you. By the way,
Oh, that's funny. That's just funny, isn't it?
funny.
That's good. So you
you're the
spend the
Tenacious
next
Four,
hour or so having your dinner. Dessert gets served. It's a nice little miniature like chocolate cake for one for each of you.
I was gonna say, as a side note, the unholy matrimony of who ripped to shred that fucking pig was something to behold.
Do you
Fucking
even
claws
use a
out and-
knife, or are you like claws? Like
Oh no, claws out, motherfuckers! Like that's why you
And
waited.
After your table, all the you have had your dinner. Spend an hour. You feel really satisfied. You feel fearless. You feel
Tenacious.
no.
I fucking hate you.
and you feel as if something. You feel like you just feel this feeling come over you that a lot of confidence. The feeling that nothing can scare you. You feel good, and this is probably the best you've felt ever after.
Are we immune to being frightened?
You have had a hero's feast.
Wait.
Yep.
Oh,
So
that's
for the
lit.
next 24 hours, you are immune to being poisoned and frightened. Make all wisdom saving throws with advantage. And your max HP is now increased by.
So this isn't temporary HP.
This is for the next 24 hours max HP increase
Okay.
by 13 hit points.
13.
13, yeah.
Wow.
For the next
I'm
24
77 now.
hours.
So I'm 96.
Fuck in the next 24 hours, guys.
Out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
would we have got this if we went to the cheaper hotel?
Absolutely not.
Hell yeah.
Get what
Immune
you
to,
pay
so
for,
immune to
ladies
poison
and gents.
And frightened.
and frightened.
Make wisdom saving
Wisdom
throws.
saving throws advantage.
Advantage and an extra 13 max HP for the next 24 hours.
I put the link in our Discord chat, so you can click that if you want to just have that open for combat and stuff for us.
No. We'll do that.
For reference, if you were to get a hero's feast yourselves, it costs you roughly 1,000 gold worth of magic components.
Yeah.
And someone to cast it.
Yeah, and it's 6th level. It's a 6th level spell, I
was like,
believe. So.
I can eventually, as a druid, learn Hero's Feast, but I'm
Yeah.
not high enough level yet. So
Yeah, it's a 6th level spell. So when do you get that?
Yeah.
Like
1,122. That's
11th
nutty.
something like that? 11 to 12th level, maybe. I don't know.
Somewhere in there.
13? I don't know. Fuck.
Can I change
but
my
when
max
does she
HP?
get- Yeah, you can override it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, override it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Do you just write in the number, or do you type in how many it's going up by?
You just
Oh,
change.
Oh, you
Override
type in the
it.
number to the
Override.
override max HP.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
it's you just change the total essentially.
Thank you.
So just
Don't
remember,
forget what it should be.
remember, you know, to do minus 13 next time you have to edit
Yep.
that. All right. So you've had your food. It's getting, you know, you've all had, or most of you at least, have had a few bevies. You know, been a long day. You all start feeling ready for bed. Bran, you know, as sober as ever, but you know, he tried.
He's just like water.
You guys wish to do anything before you head up to your rooms for the night, or?
I'm just gonna change one of my spells over
Okay.
before we rest. I'm gonna, since we've been talking about all the plants in the Feywild, I'm gonna swap something out for Speak with Plants.
Ooh.
I would like
Smart
to
play.
read the Guide to the Feywild.
Okay.
For an hour or so before I sleep,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Are you starting at the beginning, or are you like finding a specific like chapter you want to read?
Is there? You gave me a rundown of what was in it,
Mhm.
but I don't think I wrote it down.
Tisk tisk.
No, I didn't. It was just a bit of everything, but most
Mhm.
importantly, I would like to see some kind of like glossary of the plants.
Okay.
So anything, specifically looking out for anything to, in particular, beware of, basically. So like, you know,
Okay.
anything that might be harmful, or yeah, it's in the plant life. And wildlife, if I have time for that too.
We'll see. You take a read, and there's a breakdown of, you know, what to look out for when trying to find edible plants in the Feywild. So, you know, the things that you shouldn't be eating,
Mhm.
like if a plant has a certain color, or if berries are a certain color, that typically like kind of just shows you these are things to look out for. If anything you plan to eat is covered in this, don't do it. That's kind of what you take away from that.
Yeah.
You also find that there are plants in the Feywild that are known to be flesh-eating.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about a Venus flytrap. I'm talking about a Venus human trap, essentially.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's plants out there that can't kill you and will. That's really all as far as like plant life goes. And just the overall reminder to make sure you don't fuck with plants that you aren't supposed to fuck with.
Right. Okay. I suppose it's kind of lacking in plants that are like, go ahead and eat this.
No, it's more of like a... It's like a... If a plant doesn't have any of the following, you're good. That's kind of like what you get from...
Right, okay.
From it. So, anyone else?
If Narok doesn't read the book I gave him, I'll clap cheeks, I swear.
Ain't reading tonight, that's for sure.
Anyone else have any
I would
pre-bed rituals they want to...
I would like to read my book, but I need to go help mum with something, so I can talk to you about that after we've rested and stuff.
What was the book again? So
I have two. I have one that's
Yeah,
on
which one are you
general
reading?
deities. I'm going to be reading the one about the Raven Queen. I'm specifically looking, first flicking through the book, looking for references to the boundary between life and death.
Okay.
Death Walker, anything synonymous that would catch my attention that's, you know, so like, instead of Death Walker, like Death Guardian or something along those lines, something that would stick out as that.
Okay. Okay, good to know. We'll go over that when you get back. If that's it, then...
I'll be practicing the ocarina. I'll be playing.
Roll, you're proficient with Ocarina, right?
I am.
Roll a performance check.
Fucking to get to add my proficiency bonus to it as well.
Make me proud. Make me proud.
It's just a performance check plus your proficiency bonus, yeah. So whatever the performance says plus your proficiency bonus. Because you're doing it specifically with Ocarina.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Wait, does that mean that... Does that mean I have like a plus 16 to performance?
Because you're a bard,
okay.
it's a little differently.
Well,
But-
that's a 9. Luck. failed
9?
me, and that one from a
Nice.
7. Well, I have -1 to performance +3.
So 12.
No,
Wait.
9 total.
No.
I rolled a 7.
Oh. Okay, you roll. Okay. Yeah.
I rolled a 7.
It's been a while. But it's, you know, yeah. It's been a while. It's not great.
there, like-
It's not great, but you get like the the feel for it back a little bit.
No.
It's not great, and whoever you're sharing your room with probably
Matthias.
okay. Oh yeah, Matthias, you're here for this. You're here, not the worst Ocarina play you've ever heard in your life, but it's definitely not good, and it's. Ooh, it's
I mean,
loud.
Matthias
It's
isn't,
loud more than anything.
Judgmental. What's important is he's playing music.
Seeing the cool's kind of like looking at it, kind of like you can see like he does the thing, you know, when you're playing and you have to keep him like restarting. He's like, "Fuck, Mr. Note, fuck, Mr." Like it's that like shit.
Like I'll occasionally look up from my book and give him pointers. I don't know.
Oh, no, I've got. Fuck.
You're pursing your lips too much.
Fucking just this massive maw of a dragon board. You're pursing your lips. So.
Try not to make a noise when you blow and in the ocarina.
Just like.
He's like, he's just singing into it at this point.
Gets kazoo in ocarina. Like,
More noise than actual
he's just
ocarina
fucking
make.
playing it like a fucking kazoo. Fucking just whistling. It's just like.
Oh man! All right.
Oh, this ocarina's the greatest thing I've ever got.
Oh, Gypsy, make your bed.
Fucking yeah, that's all I wanted.
You all, you know, at some point, you know, whether it's sooner or later, get tired, get some sleep, wake up very well rested. Narank, wake up a little bit before the rest, you know, because that's just what you do as an elf.
As always.
Anything you want to do in that time while you're awake and the rest is still asleep, or?
Yeah, I actually want to head to that bookstore.
Okay.
Will
That
it
can
be
be done.
open though?
Only one way to find out.
We'll find out.
I think it's everything's open around the clock because it's just perpetual fucking twilight.
That's
Yeah,
true,
there'll
I
probably be
guess.
someone there.
So you're going up to the bookshop.
Yeah.
Following the signs, you eventually get to the trade district of town, and you see, or you think you see, the building that Gen was trying to describe. It's just this large structure, and you see people going in and out of this large structure at this point still. And you take a little look, and there's just a bunch of shops in there. It's several stories high, and
All right. I'm gonna
Following-
try and find the nearest person in the bookstore.
okay, so you're going up to the bookstore.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point in the bookstore, it is a. See, because you went to bed. Or okay, yeah. At this point, in the bookstore is relatively quiet. What you see in the corner of the store is a younger, silver-skinned dragonborn. His skin still has a shine to it. Smoking what seems to be a pipe, kind of like kicking it back, reading a book. Notice you come in and quickly and puts his book down, puts his pipe down. My apologies, good sir. What can I do for you tonight?
I'm looking for a book to help me learn Sylvan.
Oh, I think we have something lying around that I can provide you with. It is Sylvan is a pretty hard language to learn, but you, as a being of elven kind, should have a little bit of an easier time with it. I don't think just merely reading a book will be enough for you to master the language alone. You might also have to find a tutor of some kind. But the book will definitely help you at least learn to read Sylvan more than speak it, I suppose. Think about it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for, at least at the moment.
No, right, fair enough. And he browses through some of the bookshelves around, comes back with 2 books. This book right here is a translation of Elven to Sylvan. So if you know the Elven word for something, you can look it up in here, and it'll give you the Sylvan equivalent of it. This book here is kind of an all-around, I want to learn a new language, what are some things that I could do to better my chances at it. A little bit of a guide. Doesn't really matter what language you want to learn, it's more of like a some tips and things that could help you just find the help you need, I suppose. So these are 2 books that I can provide you with.
I'll take them both.
All right. So the translating one is it's a pretty thick one, so that will be 2 gold pieces, whereas this little guide will be 1 gold piece. So that'll be 3 gold pieces total.
Pass in 5.
Oh, thank you very much. That is very generous.
Of course. Thank you so much for your help, sir. Really do appreciate it.
Spread the good word, and if you ever need any more books and you're around, feel free to come by again.
Absolutely. This is my first stop. And I'll go ahead and head back to the, I don't want to call it like a tavern.
It's a hotel. It's like a proper hotel.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a hotel.
Head back there.
Okay. So yeah, you make it back way before anyone else wakes up. But eventually all of you do wake up. Well rested. Still feeling real good after that dinner you had the night before. What do you wish to do as you all arise from your slumber?
We need to get back to our boat.
I would like to head to the bar on the way out.
Okay.
See if there's anyone there at this time of morning.
The bar is located in like the dining area, and there are some patrons already having breakfast, so there is someone behind the bar. Yeah.
This is a weird question,
What's up?
but because it's always twilight, are there people at different phases of their day at all times? So like, you say some people are eating breakfast, but like, are there also people like drinking and being merry? Would they serve people in the evening?
There are clocks so that people have a little bit of a grasp on what time of day it is.
There's another thought. So what time is it? What time is it? Are we, just for the sake of convenience, it's morning in the
Yeah.
Feywild and we've woken up in the morning? Okay.
Yeah. There are clocks to kind of help people at least get some grasp of what the fuck time is it and how long has it been.
Because you said it's quite
since
tourist popular, and obviously we're in a hotel, so
exactly. But yeah, there are, depending on, there's obviously people that have, the night shifts. Like for instance, in the bookstore, there was a different guy, presumably, the guy's son or whatever, working instead of the actual elderly Dragonborn because he had to get his nappy wappy in. So yeah, there are people. In this hotel, being mainly touristy, there's no one having dinner at the moment. It's definitely breakfast time, but yeah,
Right.
In reality, that is the Feywild. Yeah, that definitely happens.
right.
Right, so Bran, you were looking for the bar?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys didn't discuss what Gypsy actually read, though.
Oh shit, yeah, good
So we
shout.
don't
No.
forget.
Do you want
Good
to do
shout.
that now? Okay.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So you whip out the book that is specifically on the Raven Queen.
On the Raven Queen, I'm looking for anything
Okay.
referential to that. Do I
You
need to make
find
roll?
a chapter that is. I mean, you said you spent like an hour on it. What was
Yeah.
it? What was your? Yeah. Okay. So you
Yeah,
take
I'm
the
not reading
time.
the whole book. I'm gonna.
You take the time to kind of go through the table of contents, essentially, be like, okay, chapter
Has a
names.
table of
Yeah.
We fancy.
You find a chapter that is just labeled Deathwalkers. So that is probably something you'll start off with.
Yeah. And see where my reading takes me from there.
Okay. The Deathwalker chapter tells about sometimes the Raven Queen needs more than merely a paladin by her side. She needs individuals that have crossed the threshold between life and death, but she sees potential in and power that could aid her trying to essentially be her soldiers against people that refuse to fucking die. Be her soldier against necromancers and the sorts. People that lengthen the lifespan or raises people from the dead, completely going against what she stands for as a deity, essentially. It describes the feeling you feel whenever the Raven's not around. The thirst for justice, vengeance, the eye for an eye, he killed me, now I gotta kill him, feeling that you constantly have in the back of your head. That is being suppressed a wee bit because of your Raven, but it's still there. It says that with time, this will fade, even if not being acted on. Another way of getting rid of that feeling is by simply, fulfilling the wish. But it does describe that with time and dedication to the cause, that feeling will fade. That feeling will eventually, the longer you are what you are, the feeling will go away. You'll learn to live with that feeling. It'll still, on dark days might still poke its head out, but eventually it'll be so much suppressed, essentially, that it doesn't really affect you anymore.
Okay. Is there any mention of any abilities? Anything about out of character? I'm looking for tethers, but Brent doesn't know they're called tethers, so
It does show that there are 3 types of tethers when it comes to being a Deathwalker. Typically, they have to do with the way someone passed away. It describes that the tether of blood, and it showcases the same red gem that you have in your sword. Those people that tend to become tethered in that form are people that have been murdered or killed by the hand of others. It describes the tether of disease and rot, which is typically people that pass because of illnesses or poison, that sort of stuff. And then there is another tether described, but it's a rare one. It describes that this is an elemental tether, and it typically happens if the person that passes was very in tune with the elements, i.e., druids or stuff like people that are heavily connected to the elements throughout life, have a chance that this is what makes them. And it basically describes that it's kind of like a way for them to keep some of their elemental abilities even in death, but definitely not all of them.
Okay. The last thing I would be looking for in that chapter, any sort of references to constitutional changes.
What do you mean?
So Brand's looking into why he can't get drunk anymore. Does it have other things? Is it just alcohol? Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it describes, the physical changes that you go through that, are very obvious. And it notes that you are immune to being diseased or poisoned, which you get the sense that that's probably why you can't get drunk.
Okay. That's something I didn't know. Good to know.
Yes. I tweaked the class a little bit over the past week, and I figured that makes sense. It makes sense that something that's dead doesn't really get sick anymore.
I was just gonna say, does Bran have turn undead, or did have turn undead?
Did, not anymore.
Does anyone in the party have turn undead?
No, it's a cleric only ability.
Man, that would be, or like detect. Is there a detect undead? Is that a thing?
There's detect good and evil and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's not evil, is he?
Nothing specific to undead.
He's just fucking undead.
No.
The closest thing you get is like a divine.
And we don't know that.
I don't know if
Ranger would have their thing if like undead was there.
Because to be fair, Nicole also died and was brought back.
Technically, Abran is
not. As well.
Technically, Abran is not undead.
Yeah.
What is he?
Dead.
Dead.
He's
just dead.
As far as like technicalities goes, he's as alive as you guys are, but as far as D&D rules go, I guess.
Right. He's alive, but he's not living quite the same way.
Wow.
Because obviously
kind of.
He is party animal.
He's alive. He's just fueled by hatred and vengeance instead of.
So he's wrong.
Fuck's sake. But that's about all. That's about all you. That's
okay.
There's a lot more in that book, but.
Just as a test, I will stick with what I was originally going to do. Go down to the bar.
Okay.
And just. I'll take a shot of the strongest thing you have.
That's one way of getting your day going, sir. But who am I to refuse a little bit of day drinking?
It's.
Reaches behind the bar
purely
and just
for a
out
test.
Strong man. A Goliath barbarian.
I thought you were gonna say pulls out a shotgun.
No, the strongest thing we have. His name's Greg.
He puts a shot glass down in front of you and takes a bottle, decorated with a skull on the actual like cap. Uncorks it, holds it far away from his nose, and starts pouring it in your glass. Twists it on, puts the bottle back. That's about as strong as it gets around here.
How much is gonna run me?
It's 5 silver.
I'll hand over a gold piece.
Thank you very much.
And I will just straight up neck it and see what happens.
Tastes like licorice.
Is there even that sort of like burn of alcohol anymore?
Just takes like liquid licorice and said.
Is this something in some way enchanted to last longer? How long does this normally take to kick in?
Well, the fact that you're still standing up is unusual.
Yeah.
Typically, the smell alone is enough to intoxicate the more light-weighted of us. So I don't know how you did it, but this has never happened before, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact that I can't drink anymore, so.
I don't know if that's true. Everyone can get drunk. We all have our limits. You want another one? For science, of course.
Just pass me the bottle.
You want me to grab you a full one, like a new one, or the one that's already open?
The one that you've opened. How much is it going to cost me?
See how much is in it. It's about half a bottle. So 5 gold.
I'll pass over a platinum piece,
Thank you very much. Very kind.
and I'll just neck the bottle coming up for oxygen when I need it.
This guy, like, jaw drops, looks at you. And you put the bottle down. And it's nothing. How on... What?
Doesn't work on me anymore.
What is going on?
Oh, just lost one of the enjoyments of life, I guess.
You could make... between you and me, right? Yeah, you could hustle some people out of good money with that ability. Just, if you go to, you know, the less savory places in town, enter some drinking tournaments and stuff like that.
Well, if I ever feel that I'm down on coin, I'll be sure to
I mean, yeah,
consider
you're just staying here, so you're probably not. But just if you want to help me make some money,
that.
seek me out, yeah?
Sure. If I ever need an ally in the Feywild, I can find you.
Right.
I am going to go get the others and see if they're coming for breakfast.
Yeah, most of you at this point will have gathered down. And as soon as you all make ways into the dining hall, same experience as last night. You get seated, get a plethora of breakfast foods served to you. Various drinks from milk to juices to something that resembles coffee in a way. Teas,
Does this
just
stuff
the whole
work
shebang.
on me? Does coffee work?
Yes, caffeine works.
Thank fuck for that. Brands,
Okay, it doesn't work. He's just there like, boy.
you know when you have a night out, take that, apply coffee instead of alcohol. That's what Brand's up to right now. I'm getting buzzed from the one thing that can.
Just do it.
So,
He's gonna get sponsored by Monster or some shit.
this is
It's
on his
Monster
shield. On his
Energy.
shield, just a
Works on
big
the
monster
dead.
logo. Oh fuck.
Brings the dead back to life. It's that
Um,
Raven Queen energy drink because it brought me back.
man. Okay, so you all have your breakfast. Feel real good. Feel great. Ready to fucking go about your day.
Yeah.
Is that
the
Tika
back-
again?
the-
I think Tika is just dying.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, mate, back to the boat.
To
Sounds
the
alright to me.
You guys all travel back to the boat. It's only like a 10 to 15 minute walk to get you back to the boats, and you see the boat there immediately. No one seems to be really there at the docks at this point to kind of guide you on. It's kind of, it seems that it's kind of like at this point it's kind of like a good faith, just don't steal any boats type of situation, I guess. It seems that there's no one at their posts right now.
Is the pixie still in the lamp?
Yep, sure is.
I would hope so. Ow. Sorry.
Pixie just
Just-
bit you. 'cause
it's
you
just
got too
chilling in
close.
Yeah.
Tap the glass.
Yeah, it's like sitting down, yeah.
I'll just give it a little wave and I don't know, say hello in Elvish.
Dreamy?
God's sake. He's a little bastard, you know. Or she. Is there any telling?
Hard to tell.
It's a little bastard. Those of you who don't speak Elvish, it just keeps asking to get out.
Have you tried
Turn it
asking?
off. Back on.
Hey, wait, hold on. I might be able to do something about this. And I pull out my like translator book,
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
no.
god.
and I'm gonna look up how to say, "What is your name in Sylvan?" See if it responds.
Narunk's that one tourist.
Yeah, dude.
He
You
really
literally,
is.
like, just, like, flip through.
¿Dónde está
Ma.
biblioteca?
Say it louder every time she doesn't
You,
reply.
Alright.
Structure-wise, doesn't make sense because it's from a fucking
Yeah,
dictionary.
so you managed to get the message across. No, it's actually like a word for word like
Fucking
breakdown.
dictionary,
Oh,
mate.
okay.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
it's
like...
literally a dictionary.
Is the conjugation the same and the sentence structure? What's the
It's similar because it's Sylvan and
Name is
Alvin.
what?
So
Yeah, I mean
um,
that. Yeah, okay.
But you get the message across, and it kind of like motions you to come a little closer,
The
Now
syntax.
closer.
and you just get a bunch of Sylvan thrown at you, and you've got no idea how to fucking cope with this.
Everyone
I will
else just
try
hears
to,
like,
get a couple words and find out what
Yeah,
they
it's
mean.
hard because it's a one-way thing. Like you have like it's a dictionary, but it's Elven to Sylvan,
Yeah.
not Sylvan to Elven. So you have to like guess what the Elven words are to at least know what page you have to be to find this word. It's hard. You don't really get a lot of sense out of it.
All right, well, I tried, guys. I got nothing more.
Just gives up.
Used to
I
be
suppose you
able
just
to
let it be. Let it do its job.
cast tongues, but
That's all right. Now I'll spend the whole boat ride trying to learn Sylvan as best as I can.
oh no.
We'll say you spend some time.
It's like, can I spend some time asking Matthias to teach me the notes on the violin? Some notes plays violin. I'm like, so let's start with what are the 4 strings?
Fucked if
Which
I
4
know.
notes are they? Well,
We all okay. So Trim, yeah. You and
Oh, okay,
you and
so-
again.
I'm
you
curious
can do that.
actually what similarities the viol
Has to a
and the
violin.
violin have.
Oh, they're
I don't know.
different. Oh,
They
I don't know.
are different.
so what's the tiny one you bought, Trim? It's a tiny.
It is
It's
a
a kid's
violin.
violin.
He did
Oh, it is a
he did say
violin,
it's a
okay.
violin. The viol
Okay.
has I think more strings.
Well, a violin has 4, so if it has more than 4, then yes.
Yeah. I think it has like 6.
Because violin, they're G, T,
1,
A,
2,
E.
3. Yeah, it has 6 strings. The viol.
So it's a more complicated violin, essentially.
How are you
yeah.
spelling vial?
So in that with that logic,
VIOL.
with that logic, you should be able to teach her
corrects me
the
for my
violin,
violin.
even if you're not proficient in it, because you know how to play the viol.
The viol rhymes with mile. Is a string instrument that is played with a bow. It was a popular instrument from the 15th to the 18th century.
That's cool.
Uh,
I never knew
Small
that.
vials are held on the
Wow.
lap. Did you know?
How cute.
And the larger ones are held between the knees. What on earth? How do you play a viol?
Well, a cello was also between.
It's
Like a
like
cello
yeah, it's
type
like
thing?
Yeah,
it
you have
is-
to be sat.
That's
But
mad.
but it says a small one is held on
no, I
the
just-
lap.
I
How
just
do
see
you
a picture
bow?
of-
How
I
do you
just see a
bow
picture of
something
it,
on
yeah.
that?
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Hold it at an angle and just bow like this.
Yeah, it's just as an angle.
Oh,
like
like
a
like
one-
you would prop it up, I guess, on one leg, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was picturing like a lap guitar where it's laid across both, and I was like, how's that work? But I guess if it's on one,
Like a
okay, so
what,
yeah,
like
the
a
viol is more like
washboard?
played more like a cello than
It's like a cello.
on
Yeah.
the shoulder. But you know, I'm a god of all instruments, so like, it's
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Plays
Um,
behind his back.
Well, because I'm assuming you can teach me how to play because you're the one who bought it for me. Otherwise, I don't know where you
Oh,
expect
yeah,
me to
no, of
learn
course.
this instrument. So.
I mean, as a student of the Bard's College and a follower of Millil, it's very emphasized that not only do we master our own instruments, that we are capable of spreading that knowledge. So that's why, you know, I bought as well. I
Excuse me.
acquired several for a few people here because I would love to take the opportunity to teach you all. Now, being that yourself and Actanis are learning the same instrument, it would probably help to teach you both at the same time.
Oh,
So,
okay.
well, no, I mean, Actanis is here. Wink. Like, she is still here. So if
Actalis is
you
very
know,
willing to learn
si-
to play.
yeah,
Okay.
she's very willing to join us, of course.
Sure.
So we can spend some time
Okay. So
learning
you guys
the basics.
spend a couple hours while riding the boat down the river. You know, getting
Which
taught.
beginner violin that's probably just learning
Um,
like plucking the strings and just
yeah.
open bowing
Yeah.
just so you learn how to bow and not sound like shit.
Very
'Cause
much
it's surprisingly
the
hard
base.
to-
Very much
To just bow.
the basics. Spend a couple hours
So there's
doing
many
that.
creatures in the Feywild just hearing like.
They
Fucking
think
No,
was
it's
like,
not a very
oh, God.
subtle approach.
They think we're powering this boat by beating cats to death.
Because I was legitimately beginners learning violin. You agree to sound like a dying cat for at least
Yeah.
3 months.
Fair enough.
And everyone you live with must deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Man,
Um,
I've just been transported back to when I was like, I don't know what, 9, and literally standing and just bowing the same note
Yep.
back
over
and forth
over, and just all I
until
gotta do.
yeah, man, that
Until you get
sucks.
that consistently even sound.
Yeah.
Okay. So you travel down the river for a few hours, sounding like an absolute mess. Pixie in the
Any
lamp,
interesting
covering
plants
covering
around
its ears while still like pushing the boat forward.
Looking out in his ocarina because it can't be heard with the sound of this fucking awful like beginner's violin. It used to sound like.
Eventually, you notice speed picking up. And picking up.
Oh god, is it gonna get like full
no.
Willy Wonka?
And picking up.
Oh god. Hope not.
There's no chance of slowing. No one knows where we're going.
Problems have Charlie.
You guys
Like-
you start to notice
just halfway through. It's like,
that
Fucking hell.
you're starting to go down. It's got there's like you're going down a hill.
Waterfall.
Not like
It do go down.
not like a waterfall, but just like you're
white
on a
wall rafting,
slant
white wall
down now, essentially. Picking up speed and picking up speed and picking up speed. Definitely shaving a little time off your journey, that's for sure. It's quick as fuck. And eventually, in the distance, you start seeing trees, but not normal trees. These trees seem to be made out of a glass-like black material, very similar to obsidian. Narank, you know that it's not far now until you reach the City of Chaos. You just have to go through those woods.
Great. That's great. Love that. So excited to be here.
So are you? What are you doing?
Is there like a place to kind of like dock?
Not really.
or-
There's a riverbank.
We
You
should
can
put
kind of
our
like,
instruments away if we're getting close. We're not just drawing all attention.
No, this is like a few hours after you've like
Okay,
stopped,
okay.
essentially. Like, I'm just speeding
Yeah,
up the
we gotta
journey a little bit.
practice. I'm gonna log.
Either way.
2
alright.
hours.
Need to kind of like hop off here and hope the boat stays here, I guess. Pixie, can you dock the boat or like, you know, throw an anchor down or something like to keep us here on this riverbank?
Pixie looks at you. That's all you hear.
I'll take that as a yes.
Free me?
Maybe later if you do a good job keeping the boat here.
Free me.
Maybe.
Now?
Later.
no.
Like a child.
Why?
Just a tiny little.
And then as soon as we get to the riverbank,
From
I'm
inside
gonna
the-
jump off and not look back at that pixie.
Okay, so you hop off the boat. The boat comes to a stop. And as you
I'll
all
ask
hop
Narong.
off,
So
still
far
there,
would you
so-
say we are? Like how long on foot before we get there?
About a couple hours, I think. 3 or 4.
Okay, when we get closer, if we're doing the stealthy thing, if we think we have to sneak our way through this, let me know and I can cast a spell to make us a bit quieter, a bit more unseen. But it doesn't last
Will
very
do.
long.
That's alright. That's alright.
I would like to leaf through the guide
Mhm.
for a map, if there is one,
yeah,
and
sure.
try and identify where we are.
I mean, the map that
Where we set
that you
off
have
to
in the book shows that you're on the outskirts of what is now known as the city called Chaos. It's marked on the map, and it's
Is it marked on the map as chaos?
Yes, this is a
Okay.
fairly recent print of the
And
book.
so, like, we can see Bar Majestui and the river
Yeah.
that we've come down.
Yes.
Okay, well, while we're on the move, I would just like to try and identify plant life, regardless of its hazards, just in general, just to try and familiarize myself.
Roll a nature check.
Ooh, it's a first.
Try and
Of
identify
course,
plants.
being a bard, I'm still half proficient.
Proficient.
So. That's a 13.
Eve, like everything, the closer you get to the to the forest, everything is just covered in this like obsidian layer almost. That almost cracks under your feet as you walk. Take a look.
And is that like related to the city? Is that
Yes,
like
it is.
circumference? Okay.
Yeah, it is. You identify some of the plants as, you know, You know, there's some berry bushes. Nothing super out of the ordinary. Still all pretty mundane stuff. You notice that on one of the obsidian trees, behind the layer of obsidian, you can see some mushrooms that are growing. Very similar to the mushrooms in Elsinil's little forest place.
Okay.
Not the drug ones, just like the shrooms that were decorating the trees and all that. But everything around you at this point, as you're kind of like getting closer and closer to the woods, everything is just covered in this layer of blackened glass-like rock.
Okay. So is it thin and like brittle?
It is like it cracks under your footfalls, but not like enough to actually like break and make room.
But enough to make noise.
More like ice than frost.
Ice, yeah, and it cracks, making the noise of cracking, but it's not. You're not breaking it and actually freeing whatever is under it, but it does crack. And
can I get quite close to the floor and attempt to life sense? See if there's anything within 30 feet other than us.
Yeah, you can try.
Yeah.
As you kind of use your life sensibility, you are the beacon for like a minute, and as you're walking. The trees. Every time you walk past a tree, a little blip, in your head. It's like, hey, something's alive.
In the tree or the trees themselves?
Unless you sense a heartbeat. So that's all the information I can give you.
I know that they're medium or larger.
Correct.
But do I know the size of the thing? Like,
no.
So I can't tell by the heartbeat how.
No.
But in every tree.
Every tree you walk past.
Has a heartbeat?
Kind
of magic.
Guys, I don't know how to explain this. There's a heartbeat in every one of these trees that we pass.
Really?
And the first unlikely option is that there's something of, halfling size or larger in every tree.
Well, I mean, that was a common threat when we were in, like, druid school. People basically threaten all the time. Like, you're mad at someone, don't make me trap you in a tree. It's a thing that people do.
But every tree.
Can you do it?
I can't do it. I'm not that powerful.
Did I read anything about this?
No.
Well, the trees are alive.
Do you want me to talk to a tree and ask?
Well, you guys already really know that the trees are alive.
I mean,
I thought we should have,
yes, trees
speech,
are alive in
they're
the way
alive.
that plants are alive, not in a detectable heartbeat. I don't mean this in a sense of they're alive as in a flower that you water. I mean that they have
a pulse.
Some form of beating heart. They have some form of organ system.
Well, let's just not fucking knock over any trees then, shall we?
So Trim, you don't know anything about trees with hearts?
Not in my forest. I've never been here before.
Excuse me.
Nurok?
Do I know more about this?
Roll a history check.
Only been like 100 or so years since I've been here.
Trivial.
I can ask.
Hey, 16.
Okay. The City of Chaos, or Kilnareth, as it was once called, didn't used to have a forest around it. Is something you remember? And as far as trees with heartbeats go, no, doesn't really ring a bell.
The trees themselves are like alive, but they shouldn't have heartbeats per se. But there never was a forest around here, really, when
How long ago was that?
Would I know roughly when it happened?
Because I'm looking at the trees now, like very intrigued, trying to do some mental math in my head.
Do treants have hearts?
I couldn't tell you. I don't think I've really encountered any treants myself.
DM, do treants have hearts?
No. because tree ants are enchanted trees. They
Basically, I'm
don't
trying to figure
share an organ system
How
like
would I know when the
humanoids do.
City of Chaos became the City of Chaos?
Yeah.
What it used to be? Like roughly.
You're not sure. You
Okay.
you haven't really been in the Feywild
Sometime while I was
for
gone.
for a
Well,
while.
then,
It happened
can
while
I-
you were gone for sure. Yeah.
Can I
It
say
happened
looking
somewhere in the
at
last like 100 years or so. That's all I know.
okay? Can I say looking at the size of the tree? It's obviously like if a tree trunk is a certain level of like thickness or skinniness, obviously it kind of speaks to the age of the tree. Because if it's like massively thick, then it couldn't be like it has to be alive for a certain amount of time. So as someone who lives in a forest and like spends their life looking at trees, would I be able to tell if like these trees are?
Are you like
abnormally
actively
large for their
investigating the
lifespan?
trees, or are you more like?
Yeah, I'm not like
roll-
touching
roll-
it. I'm like walking around it in a circle, trying to figure out if it's basically the math checks out. Is this tree like too abnormally large for how old Narunk's telling me they
Make an intelligence check.
If
Not
Trim
an
literally walks around the tree, Bran is not leaving her side. This is
okay.
sketchy to Bran.
I rolled.
I'd say with advantage because you know trees.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled 17 plus 1, so let's roll the other one. Nope, the other one's a natural 1, so it's 18.
18. Okay. These trees, it's hard for you to really tell their actual thickness and how tall they and large they are because of the obsidian covering it. You're not sure.
Yeah.
You're not sure where the obsidian ends and the tree begins. Essentially,
Oh, shit. Okay.
it's just shaped like a tree. You can't look through it. It's just shaped like a tree. Hence why you're like, oh, it's probably a tree. But you don't know when the tree starts and the obsidian ends. You're not sure. It's kind of hard. But the only thing you can really gain something from is how tall they are.
Yeah.
And like these trees are tall enough to look like they've been here for hundreds of years, if not longer.
Okay, so I'll say to the group, I mean, it's not an exact science, but my best guess, these trees look really large to only be, like, if I had to guess, I'd put them at hundreds of years. I don't know if that checks out with what you know, Narunk, but it's
It
hard to
definitely
tell.
has been
'cause
100 years.
I
It
don't
wasn't
know
like this when I
how
first
thick
left.
the obsidian is. Like, it could be a really skinny tree under the obsidian. I don't know, but it's definitely
Excuse
not
me.
like something's wrong.
I would like to use detect good and evil. No, it's protection from good and evil. That's what I have. Fuck. There. Never mind. Never mind.
I mean, let's just be careful about
But
it.
could I cast it on the tree?
Well, I'm gonna try and
Protected
cast.
from good and evil.
You can certainly
Yeah.
try.
I would love to try.
Then go for it.
Okay.
You do yours first. I'll
This
do
is
mine
awesome.
after.
I would love to try and cast with my magical musical lyre protection from good and evil at the core of the tree.
The spell reads one willing creature, and a tree is not a willing creature, so nothing happens.
But there's a heartbeat in there. There could be a willing creature in there.
It's not willing though, is it?
Yeah, but you didn't say you were casting it on the creature in the
not
tree.
unwilling.
you
No, but
were casting it on the
regardless,
tree.
Do I need
Nothing-
enthusiastic
nothing-
consent to use protection
nothing-
from good and evil?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to cast Speak with Plants, but now I don't think I'm going to because reading the
Trees
spell, I can
can't
only,
consent.
Well, I can only ask it questions about things that have happened within the past day, and I doubt all this happened within 24 hours.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna hold off then, I guess.
I'm gonna have to use a charge of protection from good and evil, and I'm upset. I don't think I'm gonna need it, but
So, are you ready to venture into this obsidian forest?
Yes.
I guess.
I don't know if I am.
What approach are you?
I'm mad actually. I'm pretty mad.
Yeah, sucks to suck, man.
Stealth.
It does.
I'm
I spend a whole hour or two reading about plants, and as soon as we get back into the forest, everything's covered in obsidian.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on the group because the obsidian is making me nervous.
Fair enough.
Yes, it's-
So
I'm
that's
gonna
That's the
roll
second
2 bad
level.
stealth rolls.
are you proceeding stealthily?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Roll a stealth check.
And everyone had +10 from Pass Without a Trace.
Watch me get a
Crazy.
12, because I have disadvantage.
24. No,
23.
wait, more than that. 26.
It's not a 12, but I got double 4s.
Oh my god.
Well, it's 14 plus
I'm
your
gonna roll for
modifier.
Actanis as well.
No, I've just rolled for it.
Oh, you rolled for Actanis.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take control of it.
What's my stealth modifier?
Well,
It's a
37.
15.
15,
Uh,
37,
Actanus rolled a 34.
34,
I got a 26.
Nicole
26.
rolled a 19.
19,
23.
23.
So what you're saying is I'm the shit one.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
the one wearing fucking plate mail or whatever, so.
You make your way into this obsidian forest, and you get to a little bit of a gathering of trees almost. Like there's it gets denser and denser as you go on. And you all, proceed as quietly as you can with the obsidian kind of crackling and kind of like making that like ice lake breaking sound and travels throughout the forest and kind of echoes. So you're about as quiet as you can be. But Bran kind of trips and catches himself and actually physically breaks a piece of the obsidian floor. And as that happens, from 5 trees around you burst
No.
as these high elf looking
Ugh.
individuals step out, looking at you.
Hello.
Roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Right.
I don't speak language, so I'm gonna have to kill you.
That's not terrible for
I rolled alright.
It's my
Are you
best
rolling for
initiative roll
Actanus,
ever.
Wade?
I can't roll a good initiative,
Battle
Are
man.
you rolling
I
for
really
Actanus?
Yeah, I do like that. Go swims in combat.
I have a +5 to initiative and I still roll shit.
What did I say?
Basically,
5?
Koi was doing all of Actanus's rolls, and I'm just out here being like,
Jesus.
she gets
You're the
drunk at this
RP.
point.
Yeah, you're the RP. Koiba's the.
Oh my
dice in combat.
fucking god.
Have you rolled garbage for both of you?
Both of us rolled. I'm fucking using
I
a point.
rolled double digits, guys.
My question is, guys, do we think that we're gonna get a rest before another fight?
We're not, but
I don't know.
I don't
Find
think
out.
we are. So
Find out. Heck.
on the next episode,
So you
Oh
said
my
they're like high elf looking things.
They look high elven to you.
And they don't
Their
look,
skin
they look
seems
zombified or
slightly.
anything?
Their skin looks slightly paler,
Okay.
and there seems to be a faint glow
Okay.
covering their eyes.
do I have any instinctual feelings towards these based on how the Raven reacts, or
You wanna fuck him?
Nope.
the Raven doesn't react to them?
RP to find out. No.
I fucking
off.
hate you.
So initiative. That was Cresser in chat, by the way. To be fair, that was me. Initiative 20 plus
23.
23.
No,
Again.
22.
22. Again. All right. 15 to 20.
16.
16. Oh man.
I'm going first for the first time, and I have no idea what to do.
10 to 15.
I got 12.
12. Shrim. Koiba. Soko.
Actanus and Nicole both rolled a 6.
6.
That's funny.
They both have advantage on initiative, and Actanus rolled a 4 and a 1. Nicole rolled a 6 and a 1. I fucking hate my life.
What is your roll, Soko?
Amazing.
9.
You know what, Quiver?
Actanus will go first because she's got higher dex.
Yeah. That's what I wrote down.
It just gives you more time to think about which order you're gonna rage and then hit something.
True.
Exactly. I mean, Actanus goes first. That means Nicole's done. He doesn't have to reckless, but Actanus does. So.
So what you're saying is
Huge
Nicole's
brain.
gonna let Actanus take the hit.
Okay, so first off, Gen, what do? You're surrounded by 5 of these high
Man, it'd be
elven
really cool if I could
somethings.
just shapeshift, but that is a whole action that I'm not gonna use right now. So instead I will. We're surrounded?
Yeah, they're like encircling you.
How close?
About 15 feet away, if that.
15?
Yeah, they're pretty close together. Like the forest was getting pretty dense, and they just burst out the trees surrounding you, essentially.
I'm gonna use Wall of Fire.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm
Feywilds.
going to. Oh, shit. She's not wrong.
Yeah, but
It's too
Okay.
late now you said it, but
Is it DM? Okay.
Is it something you
Is
think
it?
Jen would have known?
In that case, I will use Wind Wall.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yes. I'm going to conjure a Wind Wall in a ring around us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. It can be up to 50 feet long, so it's a circumference of 50 feet.
Yeah, it'll be.
Is that going to be big enough to
I think so.
encircle us?
Yeah, I think so. I don't like when it comes to ranges like this. I don't fucking know, man. Like, I reckon you'll
Well,
be
okay,
good.
so annoyingly, Wall of Fire gives you the diameter and is like it can't be any bigger than this, and that's a much better idea. But I'm gonna have to do some math here. If you have a circle of circumference,
It would
50,
be
what's
15
the-
to 16 feet across.
in
Diameter.
that case, just because I'm unsure, I will make like a semicircle to hit 3 maybe, or three of them, I guess. So it doesn't completely encircle us, but say one side, a wind wall appears, and each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. So
Yes.
3 of them.
Yeah.
What's their save?
Roll low. Let
With
them
a-
get blown.
With a DC of 18.
DC 18.
Go turn into a
Imagine
shark.
being a bard.
One of them makes it, 2 don't.
Okay, so the one that didn't takes half damage. The others take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Woo. Okay.
Six, 6, 8. Dang, that's 20.
Damn.
So
That's
2 of them
points of
take 20
damage.
and the other takes 10. Okay, so
Damn.
the strong wind keeps fog, smoke, and other gases at bay. Small or smaller flying creatures can't pass through, and neither can objects or projectiles.
So they can.
Loose, lightweight material that is brought into the wall fly upward. Arrows and bolts and projectiles can't go through, but
Okay.
you know, big shit can.
But they can. They can
yeah,
walk through it.
yeah,
if
yeah,
want
they
to.
can walk through
Okay,
it, but
okay.
I think they have to make the throw if they want to walk through it. I kind of just conjured it under them, so they're inside it right now.
Okay, yeah. So they'll be able to. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
One of the high elves that you just hit is going to squeeze through. Does he have to make the save again, or can he just? Is it just? free
No,
to go?
because it was underneath him, so I guess he's just stepping out of it, so he's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's stepping out of it, and he's gonna walk up to you. And is going to. Yeah, just
Oh,
multi-attack you.
I didn't even get to use my bonus action yet, mister.
Oh, sorry.
Or my movement.
Bro, I asked.
I would like to use my bonus action to inspire. Oh god, should we inspire Bran and see if we can actually do something this time?
Oh,
How do you inspire Bran?
wow.
I say, Bran, he's our man. He couldn't do it last time, but maybe this time he can.
Take your
Wow.
D8
Alright.
inspiration
That's
die
almost
and
toxic.
Take your
off.
deer and get the fuck
And
out.
then use my
Yeah.
movement to
Okay.
move closer to Koiba.
to Nicole.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, after you've done that,
Yeah.
this guy is gonna walk out of the wind wall and is gonna walk up to you still. And
Yeah,
is
yeah,
just
Are all
gonna
of them in this wind wall right now?
3 of
Just
them,
some of them.
3 of them,
Okay.
and is going to just gonna use multi-attack you. He doesn't.
I'm gonna unsettling visage right away.
As your reaction.
Yes.
Okay. You see him like put his hands up, and his hands start to shape shift into these larger, just like not necessarily like you can still see the hand, but like this see-through ball appears on his hands, and he's going to just whack you with that twice.
Okay.
Wait.
So that is a. It's a
Is that
third
with disadvantage, yeah?
disadvantage.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
because you're
unsettling
unsettling.
visage does. Yeah.
Disadvantage is a natural 1.
Yeah,
On the
okay.
first attack, the second attack,
This one isn't with that disadvantage, I would assume, unless you want
and
it to be. as it's
no. Because I think Unsettling Visage is just a
It's just one
reaction on an
roll.
attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a 16 to hit for the second one.
Which does hit.
Which does.
Which sucks, because the first one was what, 13 and a natural 1?
Yeah.
I mean,
Can I get a little juice from the natural 1, maybe? Like...
ooh,
It's a multi-attack, so that's not really how. It's a, you know, like a
Okay.
multi-attack is just, I'm gonna slam you twice, Pepega. You take. You take fuck all damage though. You take like 6 points of bludgeoning damage as
So it should be.
it just whacks you in the face with this giant ball for a fist at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's his turn. One of the other husks that's in the wall is gonna run out and start running at you again, and is going to try and get a hold of you and use his smother ability.
Excuse me?
Yes.
I mean, you did just wind wall.
One of them that you just windwalled. He's gonna run at you and is going to grab you. Make a strength saving throw.
Wait. Gypsy just made a good point. I
What?
think Wind Wall is concentration, so I need to make a constitution
Oh,
saving.
yep.
I don't know if it is or isn't. I've never
I
cast
think
it.
I think it is. I know Wall of Fire is. Yeah, it is. Okay. So what is 10? Is this
Yeah,
save?
it's 10.
'Cause-
Yeah.
Okay, well that's an 8 plus.
Constitution modifier.
Yeah, because I actually failed. Wind Wall comes down. It doesn't
Wait,
matter.
do you
though.
have +1
Do you only
con?
have +1 on
I
your
have
con?
+1 con. Yeah.
Oh, F. Yeah, windwall goes down.
It-
Do you not have
I'll be
proficiency
honest.
in con saving throws?
No.
Oh,
In this combat, like Wind Wall is not going to do anything else besides damage them. So
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't really matter.
Good to know that the wind wall's down, but this guy is going to
Yep.
try and smother you. Make a strength saving throw, please.
oh no.
all right, this one, guys, is a natural 20. No,
I
that's a
believe.
7.
7. You are
Natural
currently. You see the bodies of this high elf grow taller and kind of shifts, completely encasing Gen.
Motherfucker.
You are restrained, blind,
Mm-hmm.
and are suffocating.
Okay.
Which
Wait,
means that you
what's
have
encasing him?
the guy,
The
one of the
dude.
guys.
Okay. It's
kinda hot.
Suffocating means that in your case, you have 2 minutes of air essentially until you
Okay.
choke. But so yeah,
It's got a
so-
long time.
which is
as far as
especially in
D&D combat
combat,
goes.
is a long time.
Just so blind and restrained.
Blind, restrained, and
How do
being
I
suffocated.
add that to my?
You can on
yes,
D&D
you can.
Beyond, yeah.
Conditions,
No
there we go.
Conditions, yeah.
You're blind and restrained
Blinded.
because like this creature this being has completely grown in size and is able to, thanks to his amorphous perk, can morph his body in a way where it just completely encases you to the point where you can't see shit. And you're being restrained.
Dude, the
Like
big
a-
thing about suffocating is it's hard to cast verbal spells.
Verbal.
Does
Yeah.
it count as a silence?
Yeah,
Not yet.
Let's see. Like,
But-
it's not out quick.
You know,
Okay, but
it's hard.
okay.
Mhm.
If using a spellcasting focus, does that not?
No, it
only
removes the material components you would need.
Oh, but it's the music is the verbal component. Come on.
And it's hard to play when you're.
Yeah, well, I don't care. All right. It doesn't say here I can't play my instrument, so
Okay.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
So you said that he's encased.
He's
in this
being
creature.
yeah. Oh, you also take Keck.
Oh
no.
I wasn't done yet, but then I got a bunch of questions. You also take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as you are being like squished by this thing.
thanks, man.
Hey, no worries, bro. So that is its turn. What'd you have to ask, Gypsy?
I was just gonna ask, can we still see him at all?
No. He's
Okay.
completely encased by this elastic man looking ass dude.
Okay.
It is your turn now though, Bran, so
Alright, well, I was gonna blood pull them away from Matthias, but there's no need because he's not there anymore. So I might as well just walk up and stand exactly where he stood. So I've got these two next to me, and then I'm just gonna big dick it 2 attacks.
the guy who is currently smothering Matthias? Or the guy that's kind of like standing there next to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna take on the guy who's got Matthias in him.
Okay.
Try and bust that boy out.
Go for it. Go on, attack me!
So my first one is a 24,
Hits.
and the second one is a 17.
Both hit. Yep.
I love having a +9. It's so good. Why did I ever play anything that wasn't just a hitty boy? Alright.
For the
so
sake of
that's,
variety.
13 points of slashing.
Okay.
Then 8 points of slashing, and on its turn it'll take 1d6 bleed.
Am I gonna get chopped?
You take 21 points of damage again.
Oh no!
Nice.
I have no way of knowing.
No.
Is there any way those of us like? There's no way, nothing we could observe that would hinted at that Gen also took damage when Aberrant
No.
did that?
No.
No, can't
Okay.
see him.
You can't see him.
Okay, just checking.
Okay. Is that your turn, Aberrant?
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my bonus action just yet.
Okay. One of the husks from behind you, that wasn't in the where the wind wall was essentially, is going to run up and is going to spot what it thinks is the weakest link and is going to try and smother Trim. Do the same thing.
Oh no! I left her side.
Trim, make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
I really have one spell that doesn't have a bow component, and it's
Oh,
minor illusion.
I rolled a 14, so 14 plus 0 is still 14.
It's not enough, unfortunately.
Damn, that's not even bad for me.
DC 15.
Oh.
Yeah, same thing happens to you, Trim. You are completely encased. You are blind. You are
Okay.
restrained, and you are at beginning to suffocate.
Okay.
So the same thing happens to you that happened again. Essentially, you also take damage because I remembered this time. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That's its turn. Trim, it is now your turn.
All right. Well, now that I'm just being completely encased by
You
this
can,
thing, I'm
you
just
can
gonna...
attempt to escape.
Oh no, it's
as
fine.
an
I'm
action.
gonna panic and I'm
Okay.
gonna bonus action wild shape into a rhinoceros because that's happened, and it's gonna hopefully break this thing that's on me.
That's awesome.
That is nuts. You okay?
The DM did
on the
not
ground
see
for
that
the
coming.
No. What's the size? Of a rhinoceros.
A rhinoceros is large.
Large?
Large.
Yeah.
You know what'd be funnier?
Turning into a rhinoceros and you break out. This guy lets go of you as you start shapeshifting.
If she
and
just turned into a
morphs-
fucking shark again, just
Morphs back into this high elven form.
Okay.
Yeah, you broke free because it can only encase medium or smaller creatures.
So he is right there next to me.
Yeah.
How
Ow.
far away is the one that was encasing Gen?
Like you were all traveling as a pretty close group, so it's only a little bit ahead.
Okay.
Way within your movement, that's for sure.
But is it, nothing is at least 20 feet away from me. I want to
No,
charge.
it's all-
Like,
I think
okay.
everything's within 10 feet.
That's
Everything
fine.
is
I'm-
yeah.
That's fine. I'm just gonna go
Fireball or
ahead
something.
and gore with my rhino horn, the one that tried to smother me.
Go for it.
Okay.
Roll an
I thought
attack.
you were gonna say fucking. I thought you were gonna say the one that was smothering me, and I was about to shit brick.
I'm sad.
I mean, she has no way of knowing.
no, that's only an 11 to hit.
Doesn't hit. So this guy manages to kind of like dodge out of the way as you come through with your big rhino horn. Sorry.
All right.
I miss being
Well,
able to
then-
+10.
I just stand there and like hold my ground and let it, like in cartoons, you know, when rhinos are like things like that's like puff of, like snort and you see the steam come out its like nostrils and look angry. That's
Okay.
me. I'm just looking angry at the husk.
All right.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Naronk. Soko? Soko did?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
All right. Fuck. I don't think I can shoot the one that has Ganon in it without hurting him.
You don't know that though.
I know, but I don't.
I
wanna
think with
test
a
it either.
gun, it would be pretty easier to assume that. Let's be real.
Yeah.
No, you don't know that. That is no, that's not
I'm
true.
gonna quickly be right back to
In the
feed this
world
cat.
of
She's
magic,
driving me nuts.
nothing is
Tell me what happens when I'm
known.
I also just don't want to try it. So.
Yeah, that's fair, but I'm
I'll
just
pick
saying,
the
like,
one
you don't
that
know.
Was smothering Trim.
Okay.
And I'll take 2 shots at it.
2 shots.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Scratch that. I'm gonna take 1 shot, and I'm gonna first activate my blood right.
Ooh.
So. All right. Hope it rolls good.
Roll your attack, yeah.
Natural 20.
Woo!
Right.
Nice, dude.
All right. You know what?
Big
Fuck
fuck.
it. Just for the fucking hell of it, let's make it a necrotic shot. So that's a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. I need.
Wisdom save?
Yes, sir.
They're not very wise.
Roll lots of dice.
That's a 7 minus 1, so that's a 6.
You hear that, gamers? They're not very wise.
It's a shame I
you
lost
want the
all my
necrotic damage
spells.
separate or with it?
Just give it all together.
Okay. There is. That's 84 damage total.
For both
Big
shots?
fucking
For
dick.
Oh
one
no,
shot.
you
I
nat
decided not to
1,
do the
you
next
nat 20. Yeah, shit, motherfucker. Oh
Big
boy.
dick damage.
Yeah, you take your shots at this this being, and just right between the eyes, this shadow-covered bullet just straight penetrates his skull, and you just hear this as he falls down, and you see out of him, his body starts to shape again, it's like shift again to what seems a young high elf woman, and you see like out of its mouth, this cloud of magic mist erupts and leaves and flies into the atmosphere, and now you see before you the corpse of a young elven woman.
Ha! Get fucked.
Did that?
Yikes.
Where did that corpse come from?
Neronk just nat 20, then shot one right in the skull. It's the one that Shim was trying to attack with her rhinoceros.
So weird. The creepy thing is gone, and there's now a less creepy looking person left.
normal looking elf dead on the floor here.
And I use my extra attack to reload, and that'll be it.
Okay. I mean, that was only your first shot, right?
Yeah, but I used my blood right, invoked my blood right. So.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, okay. Good. Guess that one's gone. The third guy that was at the place where the wind wall was is going to approach Nakul, since that's his closest by target now, as Gen is still being hugged, and is gonna just try. He's gonna just try and smother you as well. That's their prime directive. Roll strength saving throw, Nicole.
25.
25. Yeah,
Oh,
you're.
get fucked.
It's real easy for you to like push it back before it's able to get a hold of you.
Oh, dude, trust me. Nicole is good at pushing it back. You know what I'm saying?
That's its turn.
Wow.
Actanis is up.
Thomas will fucking rage
Okay.
and
And
will recklessly attack the one that just attacked Nicole.
recklessly attack the one that just attacked Nicole.
Yeah.
Go for it. Roll an attack.
And I will also Great Weapon Master, because what the fuck not? I don't get
I'll
to
have
do
this other character defend
I
my
d-
character.
Yeah, exactly. No. Yeah, I'll Great Weapon Master as well.
Okay.
So what's it? -2,
Minus 5 to hit.
Minus
Plus
5 to
10
hit, but yeah, that's 10 damage. Yeah,
Plus 3 to hit then. That's a 22.
yeah, it hits.
Ooh. Cool. So it's then plus 10 damage. The fuck is the damage on this? Is it D12? That's fucking pog.
Look how he rolls good for Actanis and just rolls shit for himself.
That's 25 damage.
25 points of damage.
Yeah, on the first one.
Nice. Okay, good to know. That's this guy. Boom. As Actanis slices the being, this pasty looking high elf, all it produces as it gets hit is just a and kind of where the wound goes in, you definitely draw blood, but the body kind of like braces for the impact almost. It's a weird. It makes it look like, were it a normal body, you get the sense that that axe would have done a lot more damage than it actually did.
Oh, okay. Well, I will do it again, and can I Great Master like every hit?
I don't think so.
Where when you before you
Yeah,
make
you
a
can.
melee attack with with a heavy
Oh,
weapon.
you can.
Yes,
Okay,
they
well
do.
there you go.
You can
Boom.
fucking
I
use
mean,
everything.
once a
I'm gonna
master,
do it
always a
again.
master.
I'm
True,
gonna do it
true,
again, I
true.
guess. Oh my fucking!
Go for it.
That's a fucking 22 to hit. I rolled fucking. I rolled 2 19s.
Nice. Damn.
Love it.
Damn.
Dang it, my chances fucking make him work here. That's not as good. 40.
And ooh,
And I oop.
Oh shit, there should be actually be 2 more damage on that because I've got a fucking raging. So.
Just add it to this one then.
Oh, okay, so this one. That's 18. 23.
23.
And that will be it.
Okay. Because it's taken a lot of damage, it starts to... And you can see the faint magical aura covering the eyes kind of fade, and you hear a very brief... Help! And it then seems to... The aura reappears, and it like kind of brushes it off and produces these guttural moans again as it's going. It lost control a wee bit.
Do I help it? Oh, let's go.
Now it's Nicole's turn.
Nicole is going to bonus action rage,
Okay.
and he's going to attack the one that was attacking him.
Okay.
And because Octanus is there raging, I get advantage.
Advantage.
Wow,
Which
that
one
would
did
happen.
did Atanas attack the same one?
Octanus has hit that.
Yeah.
same
Okay.
one.
Okay. Good. So it's.
I'm going
yeah.
to be using my long sword for this.
Your
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
long sword.
Yeah.
That is 23 to hit.
It's.
That's damage. For 8 damage. Fucking here comes the cool boys. 8 damage.
8 damage.
Fucking okay.
Alright.
Again. That's 17 to hit.
17 to hit. Yeah, that hits. It do.
Okay, that's good. For 16 damage.
As you jam your sword in this being's chest, you can see its mouth open up and a vapor of magical energy escape. And while still on the blade, the pale high elven individual turns into a young brown-haired wood elf that lets go his last breath as you pull your sword out, and it collapses on the floor. He collapses on the floor.
I will then just shout out. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it looks like they might be possessed or something, guys. Don't know what's happening. I think we're fucking. And then I will, now it's dead, I'll run up to the one that ate Matthias. It's
Okay.
just like-
Use your movement to get there. Yeah. I mean, Matthias was right beside you, so it doesn't
Wow.
really take you that much effort to get there.
It's the thought that counts,
yeah,
motherfucker.
definitely. Is that your turn?
That's my turn, yeah.
Okay. Then there's this one final one that wasn't in the wind wall either, is going to proceed. And seeing this large rhino, he's going to turn his attention to the gunslinging wood elf. And is going to walk up.
I didn't kill one, I promise.
I'm really mad.
And is going to try and smother you as well. Make a strength saving throw. I fucking have to burp
Great.
the entire time.
Good at these.
man, if only I had protection from good and evil still.
We do shit with it.
How do we save these creatures?
I think
7?
I got nothing.
17?
Yeah.
That is enough. You manage to push him away with like your gun, and it kind of just stands in front of you now, just kind of looking at you, and you can't really see its eyes because of this like haze that covers it, that constantly changes color from purple to green to blue. That's its turn, so we go back to the top of the initiative again.
Okay.
You can use your action to try and break free, because it counts as a grapple, technically. But, you know.
But I can't use acrobatics?
No, it counts as grapple in a way where you're able to use your action each turn to try and escape, but it's definitely not... It's just a strength. It's a strength thing.
Yeah.
Strength save.
Okay. I mean, what are my other options here?
I don't know, what are your options?
Is there no...
Oh, at the start of your turn, because you're being smothered, you take another...
Oh, okay.
15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
As it kind of just keeps getting like tighter and tighter and squeezes you as time goes on.
And I can't use spells with verbal components, or...
You can try.
I can try.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna try and cast... Literally, the only spell I have that doesn't have a verbal component is Minor Illusion. So I'm just gonna try and cast a 4th level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
On yourself?
On myself.
Yeah.
Alright. You heal yourself.
That's a lot of healing, dude. I'm ready for this. Okay. 48 plus 7.
That's a lot of HP. That's a potential lot of HP.
Watch him roll 1, 1, 2, 3.
Ding!
There's at least 1, 1 in there. There's got to be. There's Duke.
That's 29 HP. There was not
Nice.
a single one.
29 HP, boys. There you go. How much HP were you on? Just out of curiosity. Did,
3.
3.
So the feast literally saved your life there.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nuts. That's crazy. Okay.
I
Anything else
don't know
you wish
if
to
I
do?
don't think I can use my bonus action to fucking inspire anyone.
No. Because I'm pretty sure you have... Don't you have to see them?
No, they have to be able to hear me. That's it.
Yeah, okay. That'll be hard. No.
Okay. In that case, I will also healing word myself.
Wait, no, you can't, because that's 2 spells,
Why?
not a spell and a cantrip.
Oh, you're right. Oh, but I can use a cantrip?
You can, yeah. If
Can I vicious mockery
as
the
it's a
thing that
bonus
is in...
action.
as long as it's a bonus action, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're right. Fuck. Motherfucker. I was like, oh yeah, cantrips are all bonus
it's like,
actions.
it's
No,
like, there's
no.
like one cantrip that's like a bonus action, I think.
Yeah, no. The only spells I have that are bonus actions. Healing, and I can't use 2 spells. So instead, I will just cry. I'll just have a little cry to myself.
Okay. You hear the muffled sounds of what seems like... No, you don't hear shit, because that's just I'm just being an asshole. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. There's still this guy next to the one smothering you that, you know, just kind of bops you in the mouth before. He's just gonna look at this blue dragonborn, and since his hand is already transformed into this, like, ball, is just gonna fucking bop you twice.
Oh, I didn't realize the cool was that close to me. Fuck yeah.
I'm literally on Matthias. Like, I'm on that one. That like 8.
Yeah.
Same. We can cuddle when he dies.
Do I get advantage for hitting you?
No.
No, that guy doesn't, right? That would have been if the guy that you killed would have attacked you.
No. I didn't reckless.
Oh, you didn't reckless. I'm fucking stupid.
Because like Tarnus exists, so I was just like.
Yeah. Okay. That's a 12 to hit. No, 14. Sorry, I lied.
That is my AC.
There you go. So that hits. Sorry, my bad. And
This goes within 5 feet of me, right?
He's gonna be 10 feet away.
10.
Because I moved up to exactly where Matthias was, and they both hit Matthias.
Gypsy still
So unless
failed
this
to
guy's
learn.
moved away.
You'd still fail to learn how to pronounce Matthias.
Matthias. Okay, I moved to his like where he was stood.
Yeah, but that means like it's physically impossible for 4 medium-sized humanoids to share the same square of 5 feet.
I thought it was like sucked into him.
Yeah, but there's
Oh,
2
he was
guys
sucked into-
there. There's 2 baddies.
Okay.
Just me next to someone.
That's
next
fine.
to someone. Like it's like.
I was only asking. I thought it was occupied and no one told me that earlier.
Should have paid attention.
When I said I was walking there, you never said I couldn't.
Second attack is a 12 to hit though, so that second one does miss. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage from the one just in the face. So that's 6 if it's halved. Yeah. That's all he's gonna do.
Idiot.
And the one that is smothering again, just gonna have a little squeeze.
Does that count as an attack?
Yes, but he doesn't have to make an attack roll. It's an action, but it's not an attack roll.
But does it count as an attack? It doesn't specify attack roll. It specifies attack.
I'd say yes, because
So
he
I
has
get
to put
Sentinel.
he has to put some effort in the squeeze. Yeah.
So I get to stab him and Gen.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use my
Can I
reaction.
cutting words the damage roll from within? He can hear me, right?
His damage, yes. Brand's potential damage.
Yeah, that's
no.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I want to.
you
I want
can.
cutting words the damage roll of
Yes,
the
you can.
squeeze.
Okay, but before the squeeze happens, Brand is now gonna be like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that it's hurting him. I'm trying to help my friend.
True.
Natural 1.
That's doing nothing. You
But-
try and
He does take a d6 of bleed damage. 6. Because I hit him last turn.
bleed damage.
Do I also bleed? Hold on.
No, the bleed doesn't carry over. No.
Okay.
I
But I
was
did
gonna
get hit
say,
by
Why?
Brian.
Because I say
just-
so.
Because Dutch doesn't want to kill you.
No,
I'm doing
because makes sense in my head.
Dutch doesn't want to kill
killed before. I'm
You
willing to-
try and take a swing, but miscalculate, and your sword drops to the floor.
Fuck.
This guy's now gonna have a little squeeze after being so rudely interrupted by a failed attempt at its life. For 17
Wait,
points
wait.
of bludgeoning.
Cutting words?
You already announced it, so yeah, you can.
I don't really know what I could say, but I'll just try and make some confused, upset noises to try and deter it somehow.
Sure.
For a -5 to the damage roll.
So 17 minus 5 is 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
There you go. And that's its turn. Abran.
Fuck, I mean... I don't want to hit it because Duke's in there.
You didn't have any issues with that literally 1 second ago, so go nuts.
Yeah, well, this is what I've been thinking the entire time. I have no way of knowing that it's hurting you.
You may have been able to deduce by now that the 2 elves that have died already might be related, but
Bran, what are you wanting to do, bud?
That was
I
loud.
have no magical way of stopping these things from possessing someone.
Gen's not able to talk, so neither is Duke.
I'm just saying that we have all seen those elves die, except me.
Yes,
can't.
and I have
didn't
no
do it.
way. I have no. The only cure I can offer them is the end of my blade.
So, Aberan.
So
Wow.
I'm going to
What
offer
do you
them
do?
the end of my blade.
Okay.
Fucking dark, dude.
Can I pick up my sword as like my movement or bonus action or something? You free object interact if you move. I'll step away and come back and take the opportunity if I have to.
Dungeon Master.
What's up, buddy?
I don't know what the specific rules of this is, but
Uh-huh.
creatures that are restrained, you get advantage on attack rolls against them. So shouldn't he technically be rolling separate attack rolls? One for the creature and one for me, even if it's involuntary? Like,
No, because this is more of like whatever damage this thing takes, you to also take. It's not
okay, all
like
right.
it's also
It's
hitting.
not separate
yeah,
attacks.
It's not separate attacks. No, it's
Good
due
to know.
to essentially. It's only a thin layer of like creature that separates you from meaning that whatever damage it takes, you take because it's real easy to cut through.
Just weird, like, how
Yeah.
do you figure out AC in a situation like that, you know?
No, you do by what this guy's AC is and whatever damage it takes, you take. That's just
Okay.
kinda how it
It's
is.
like the carpet. Yeah. But made of person. Okay, yeah. Can
I guess. Yeah.
Carpet.
Yeah.
Can I pick up my sword? Is it going to take me an action?
Action to pick up your weapon. Yeah. It's an action, right? Pretty sure.
Fuck.
Yep.
All right. Then I am going to try something different. I'm gonna attempt to cause a blood surge in the one that's holding Matthias.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for diseased blood.
blood?
I don't know, so I'm gonna try. I would like a con save, please.
That's a natural 19, bro. Sorry.
Fuck. That's my action. Heck it, I'm gonna cast Blood Pull and pull the one away from Nicole back to me, while I have no sword.
Okay. That's strength save,
Does
right?
Nicole get an opportunity attack? I can't remember if we.
No, because it's not.
I believe so, but I don't know because I need to find that.
No, I
document
think
and
last
open it
time
again.
we said it doesn't because it's very quick.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
very quick
it's
thing.
It's like he's not.
It's
It's also not willing. It's like.
Yeah, but we've made exceptions to the rule before, but this one, because of the
Yeah.
speed that he gets yoinked away, you don't have time to react in time, essentially. That's a strength save. That's a 11.
Gets joint to me away from Nicole.
Yeah, so this guy just. You see, Aberran kind of like point his hand at the being in front of you, Nicole, and kind of closes his palm and pulls his arm towards himself, and this guy just.
Nicole just looks kind of confused. It's like.
Just gets sucked towards Aberran, essentially. It is now right in front of you, Aberran.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And I don't have a sword on me.
Love it.
It's
Okay.
cool.
That your turn?
Yeah. I'm not moving.
What was that?
What the hell?
Confused.
Trim, you're up.
All right. So now that I've seen two of these like elfin bodies drop, from
Yes.
these things where I drop my rhino form, just go. Oh gosh. Oh, we need to help. And I'm gonna try and cast polymorph on the one that is wrapping Gen. So I don't want to hurt it, but I need to stop it somehow. I'm
Interesting.
gonna try and polymorph him into a bunny like Bob.
We're getting some weird rules now, boy.
What happens to a bunny with a person inside it?
Yeah, like.
The bunny, I'm hoping the bunny just like separates him and becomes, and then Gen's left there. That's what I'm hoping. We don't know.
I'm sort of hoping it explodes.
So transforms a creature, so he has to make a wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom save.
And my spell DC is 15.
Natural 20.
Oh.
So it resists the polymorph. Sorry.
Waste 4th level spell.
Sorry.
Okay.
This is natural 20 now and not like when it's attacking one of us.
I guess.
Oh, I need to.
And I
Use my
have no
inspiration.
relevant bonus actions, so I just. Oh well, I tried, and that's my turn.
Okay. Naronk.
It would have been great, Laura.
Yeah,
It would have been real
Okay.
good. Yeah.
because I don't want to kill them now. I want to help them.
What are you doing, Ronk?
I think he's thinking.
He's doing a big thonk right now.
Thinking on.
I can hear his brain
Reading
just
all the
fucking.
abilities.
Yeah.
No, this shit's fucking up. Sorry. Okay, here we go. We're back. I had some fucking screwing up my PC. I'm gonna take do any of them look pretty fucked?
You're not really sure. You can't really tell from the guy that's covering Gen because it's really hard to really see anything what's going on there at this point. But the other two seem relatively okay, like both of them.
All right, I'm gonna take one shot at each of them.
Okay. Go for it.
The first one is a 23 to hit.
Hits.
That's
Boo, 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 boo.
32 damage.
Nice.
Second one Is a 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That hits. Yeah.
All right. And that's 19 damage.
19 damage. So you aim your gun at one of them, take a shot, then turn to the other one, take a shot as well, and just this echo of two gunshots just echoes through the forest as both of them just kind of like as at the impact of the bullet. But other than that, don't really make any other sounds. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Right, well, this guy's fucking dead, so he doesn't have a turn. Actanis is up.
Actanis is gonna. How far away is the one that like Bran fucking pulled to him?
10 feet.
Yeah, I guess fucking Actanis will run up to that one.
Okay.
And then recklessly Great Weapon Master attack it.
Go for it. Yeah, Belle really doesn't use Great Weapon Master enough.
No, she doesn't.
I'm
No,
hoping
she never
she.
uses it.
It's mainly a hope she watches the. Wow, I rolled the same fucking number on the advantage. I hate my life.
You do that all the
14.
time.
14?
2 11s. 14.
Doesn't hit, no.
Surprising, Quibble.
I'm fucking gonna do
Man,
it again.
that would have hit if you wouldn't have done Great Weapon Master. Shame.
I know. Yeah, would have been 19. Yeah, but I like doing it. It's
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, it's
You get a lot of
10 extra
out of
damage,
it.
bro. Yeah.
You get and like it's still a +3. Like I'm gonna do it again. Great Weapon Master again, cause fuck it, why not? Like,
Go for
it's
it.
only fucking once. See, that's better. That's a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
16.
Sure do.
See.
Boop, boop. Boop, boop.
Okay, that's a hog. That's fucking what is maths, man? To 22 damage
22.
on that one.
As Actanis now hacks away and this one is starting to look more and more bloodied, again the haze disappears for a little while as this young female voice now help before the haze returning and these guttural moans then return as well.
Dude, if either of these two characters is fucking nothing I can do if I don't hit them.
You could try to grapple them or something, like restrain them.
Are they in a
Squeeze
line?
the person out like a cat.
It's not what
ketchup
they
sachet.
So anything else Actanis wants to do?
Fucking no.
Okay.
So,
Then it's
Barbarian.
now Nicole's turn.
Nicole's gonna run up to the one that's got Matthias and just recklessly attack that one.
Okay.
Still using that. Oh, that is fucking shit, but still gonna
Wait,
hit.
who is this? Actanis?
Nicole.
This is Nicole.
Okay, thank God. I was gonna say I'm fucked, lads, but
Yeah. That's no 17.
Hits
That is for
with your sword still?
yeah, still the sword. For me, it's that fucking action to change it, so
Yeah.
I'm not dropping the sword. For 12 damage,
All right.
and then I'll fucking hit him again.
Again, you take 12 damage.
I fucking can't. I'm hitting a different fucking one, dickhead.
Oh, I
Gypsy,
thought.
so
What is
shut the
happening?
Shut the fuck up.
Gypsy's
Shut the fuck up.
metaing and
Gypsy, shut the
I'm
fuck
not
up.
mettering. I said it after you.
And
Okay.
also, you're being a fucking dum-dum because you're attacking different people. So
I told you about it later. I deal with
you
it.
can.
Hey,
Anyway,
can anyone that's just like doesn't have a turn right now just stop trying to influence each other? Thanks.
and then
Doing this for like over a
suppose
year now,
a
guys. Should be pretty second
a
nature.
a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, yeah, hits. Because you're attacking the one that's
Got Gen.
sobbling on Gen, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Not the other one. Yeah, and then that is another 12 damage.
You take another 12 damage.
Start again. I'm
Gen?
trying to save you.
Does that put you down?
Did I just fucking kill him?
I am unconscious.
Okay.
Whoops.
Does he now turn into one of these things? Is this like the flood from Halo?
No, like for you guys, nothing changes. The guy's still up.
We don't know he's
I don't know. I didn't know he's taking any damage.
Yeah. But Gen in there isn't conscious at this point. Yeah.
Hey, I might get to
You
use
literally
the thing.
impaled on.
and he's still suffocating. So
Yeah.
you could
Yeah,
die.
but I mean that's
Slice
20
him
rounds
up.
of combat.
I know.
so-
I'm just saying, but if for some
I'm not
reason
sure
this
how that
fight goes on
affects
that
death
long-
saving throws.
Oh, he's still alive.
So, If that is all Nicole does.
Yeah.
Okay. The husk over at Naronk is going to try and fucking give you a little hug again.
Huggy hug.
I don't need to roll an attack. You just need to roll a strength saving throw, Naronk. Naronk? Soko.
Sokola.
Is he dead?
Is he deaf?
Soko!
Soko, can
is
you
not here.
hear
Now
us?
please leave a message.
He's definitely moving. His camera's not fucked. He's
No,
definitely
I
just-
know.
Yeah,
I think
he's
Soko!
Sorry, my fucking headphones just cut out for some reason, dude. I don't know what's going
Oh,
on.
okay.
Nice, dude.
I'm
Okay.
trying to
thought
figure
you
out
were
the
just
issue.
ignoring
Like
us.
I've been literally like heard like half this combat here and there. I'm sorry.
You,
That's fine.
strength saving throw, please. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on my computer right now.
That's 10
15.
into a
15
text game.
is just enough. So again, you manage to push this guy away before he manages to get a hold of you. Alright. That is its turn. Again. Roll a death saving throw, please.
Love that. How does this work?
You roll a d20. If it's 10 or higher, you pass it. If it's lower than 10, you fail.
I fail.
So that's one failed death save.
That is one failed death save.
Okay. That is your turn.
Amazing.
This guy that is now in front of Aberan is going to try and just slam you twice, man. You pulled it away from Nicole, and now it's mad at you.
Okay.
Natural 20.
I
21 to hit.
maybe. Yeah, 21 just hits. That's my AC.
21. So both hit. The first one is a crit.
Hey, I get to take damage.
I will. Branston 30 feet of me. I'll spirit shield the crit one. Critical hit.
Okay. How much?
Wait, Koiba's being nice to me?
He takes 10 less damage on whatever you roll.
10 less damage. Okay. So for both attacks total, you would take 36 damage. So that's 26 points of bludgeoning damage now because of the spirit shield.
Pog. Thank you very
Um,
much.
That's its turn. Yeah, the guy that has Gen is gonna have a little squeeze, so that's mark off another failed death save again.
Cool. Cool.
Sorry.
I'm fine with this.
Ambran.
hit him. Fuck me.
Wait. I have no indication.
No?
I feel like I was hitting that one, but I pulled this one to me, so I'm gonna flat out roll to see which one I hit.
I mean, it makes sense that you pull one closer to you. It makes sense that you, like, I wouldn't class that as, oh, he's not hitting the one with Gen because he doesn't want to kill Duke. Like,
Yeah, no, that's
that makes
Okay.
sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Then, yeah, I'm just gonna.
You haven't picked up your sword but yet, by the
No,
way.
I haven't picked up my sword, so I'm gonna do what I was originally gonna do, and I don't know if it affects Duke or not.
We'll see.
Find out.
I'm gonna cast Blood Boil because both of the enemies are within 15 feet of me,
Correct.
so I need to make
I feel
Constitution
like this
saving
is
throws.
gonna end badly.
There's no good option here. Like, Duke's fucked.
Constitution saving throw.
There's no way to get him out
Yeah, from both of them.
that we can do.
Both fail.
So they both take 48 fire damage.
I mean, they're both fucking dead, mate. Like,
Okay.
Fuck.
like,
Does Duke take fire damage?
you see two more of them start to shapeshift back into, like, Gen gets spittled out. He does not take damage because Blood Boil specifically indicates you're making the blood inside the creature boil. That only does damage to him, so that's
Woo!
big brain right there. So Gen does not take that damage, so he is still unconscious but not dead.
This is so uncool.
And we've
And
seen
these
him fall
two-
out of this thing.
Yeah, like as this guy starts shifting back into first the pale high elf form that they all looked exactly the same, and then you see two younger high elves with different facial features and different color hair. As this mists and vapor exits out their mouth, both collapse dead. which means that there's only one left, and that's the guy harassing Narunk in the background. Is that your turn, Bren?
I'm not gonna use my bonus action to walk away from my sword. So yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Trim. You are
Since
up.
I've now seen Gen fall out.
Yeah, Gen is on the floor, seemingly not moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over to Gen and cast. Just check, 'cause that's a ritual spell. That takes 10 minutes. Right? Like, Prayer of Healing's not instant. I
10
can't do
minutes.
that now.
That's a
then
10
I'll
minutes
just
cast
do-
time, yeah.
I'll just do Cure Wounds, but I'll cast it at 2nd level.
Okay.
So 2nd level, an extra D8. Okay. So, well, that was shit. You regain plus my spellcasting modifier, so that helps. You regain 14 hit points again, and you're no longer
All right.
unconscious.
You are still.
Holy fuck!
You are still prone on the floor, but you are awake and you are conscious.
And then I guess just with my, as I do that, because I also whatever movement I use to get to him. I'm sure it's not.
It's like half your movement.
Yeah, okay. And then I just shout to the group, we need to try and help them. And that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. That's your turn. Naronk, there's one guy just trying to sobble on you. Anything you want to do about it? You're muted.
Your mic's.
Is he beat? Is he like beat, or is he like still pretty fresh?
He's looking alright. He's been left relatively alone compared to his fallen comrades.
All right, I will reload and take a shot, I guess.
Okay.
Does a 31 hit?
Yeah.
Fucking moose.
31.
I'd cry
Jesus.
if it did.
Just.
And let's
That is his AC.
make it a bola shot.
You're trying to fuck with him. All right. Let's What kind of save was that again?
Strength save.
Strength save.
Let me clarify. Dex save. I lied.
Oh, Dex. 12.
That does not save. He is now considered restrained.
Okay. So yeah, like it's like you shoot it, and the bola that you launch out of like the underbarrel attachment of your gun swings around him and completely like just ties him up pretty much.
Fun
And he's
fact:
just-
this is the first time it's actually worked.
yeah, it's the first time that actually works.
For how long I've had this is the
There you
first
go.
time it's actually worked.
What's the damage on your gunshot?
24.
4. Okay. Yeah, and it's standing there, just arms tied, like tied up because of the bola, essentially.
Then I'll just yell out, let's try and take this one alive if we can. If we have to knock it out, do that, but
Okay.
not kill it.
It is now Octanus, her turn. Quibs,
Oh, sorry.
that's you. You are Octanus today?
Yeah, I have Actanus. Yeah, Actanus here and that is just gonna try and run up to that one that's by Narunk and try and like, I guess grapple it as well to maybe like move it, just like to really try and hold it in place. It's already restrained.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
really-
it's restrained, so the grapple succeeds, but yeah, so
Yeah,
she can
kinda
kind of like carry it around, yeah.
Basically just try and move him around, like just
Alright,
move
for
him
the
away.
sake of this, we'll stop the initiative order, because this thing is tied up and
Yeah.
literally yours to do with
Yeah,
whatever
I'm
the fuck you
gonna
want.
look at Gen and Aberan as the other spellcasters. Go. I normally could dispel magic and see if I could help it, but I didn't prepare it today. Is there any way we can maybe get rid of this weird magic that has a hold on it?
Trim. Unless Gen has something, as of recent, the only magics I have will either make its last moments less difficult or make them quicker.
Oh, that's not helpful.
Mhm.
Again, anything? I mean, like if it would stay like this for for a while, I could rest and I could then prepare to spell magic. But that I don't think it's gonna just sit here and wait for us conveniently for like a day.
Of course it will.
You could watch on it and keep it in.
Could we look at Neuron? Could you ask Elsanil? Is that her name? Could we ask her? Does she know?
Elsinel, if you're listening, is there anything we could do to get rid of this?
Well, it takes a little while before you get a reply, and eventually you hear in the back of your head, this one seems to, be under pretty heavy enchantments. If I were physically there, I could have been able to do something, but, I'm not, so... Seems to be an enchantment of some sorts, though. You know, seeing as the ones that as soon as they died, just got, you know, changed, right?
Man,
I'm gonna.
I could try and polymorph it again. Do you think it would just polymorph the outside? I don't know.
Maybe if we knock it out, magical energy.
Dutch.
Hello.
If I take a moment to life sense, do I get the impression that it's two separate creatures and that the person inside is, or is it just one being?
One beating heart.
Okay. As far as I can tell, Trim, this is one thing.
I mean, it's an excellent question of just knocking it out but not killing it.
We could try.
I'm gonna. First of all, use the second level cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
Actually, before he does,
Oh wait!
are you announcing that you're kind of like curing wounds yourself? Or you
I mean, is Matthias? No,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
just getting ready to heal himself.
Okay, then never mind then, because I don't know what the fuck
Okay.
you're doing until you do it.
Yeah. For 16.
Okay, nice.
I am going to walk around to the other bodies. Is there anything on them, like a mark of like what did this? Like, is there, say, is like a creature, like, do they all have a bite mark in one place? Do they have like a weird tattoo or like a symbol on them or any?
Make an
something with a
investigation
trace
check.
Of any. What's
Actanis is
that one
rifling through their
here?
pockets already.
Natural 20.
Make a investigation check for Actanis as well, then. Natural 20.
Yeah.
These people are all elvish. You know, whether it's wood elven or high elven, they are all of some form of elven descent. One of them seems to be wearing a uniform of some sorts, and the other two are dressed in robes. There's nothing about them. They just look like recently deceased elven people. What did you roll for,
I'm gonna
Actanis?
knock out our captain.
14.
14? You found 6 gold pieces in total. They aren't carrying much.
Alright.
I'm going to stand up now.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation to tidy myself up a little bit,
Okay.
wash my hair a little better,
I'm
going to make a feeble attempt to cast hideous laughter on the creature,
Why?
Okay.
just in case it laughs itself off. I don't know. It's just a
You
cantrip.
never know.
Does that involve a wisdom saving throw, right?
Oh, it's not a cantrip. It is, yeah. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20. Jesus Christ. Not 20, sorry, bud.
Must have been a terrible
It's a
joke.
DC of 18.
Yeah, with
You
a natural
poo-poo head.
20,
You
that
poo-poo
makes
head.
19. So sorry, bud.
After
You're a
I'm
poo
done,
poo head.
After I'm done looking over these bodies, I just, while looking real sad, like a little, maybe 1 or 2 tears, I'm gonna use Druid Craft and make basically a bunch of like floral vines and cover the bodies. I'm basically making a grave out of plants and then crafting like a tombstone at the head of
I want
each.
to try and knock out our captive
Okay.
non-lethally.
Uh,
Need to specify.
just
Rims
roll.
out him.
Roll an attack with your like an armed strike, whatever.
Trims out here making a beautiful like display to cover the bodies. One of the rocks like beating this thing in the head.
is so fucking dumb. I rolled a nat 20. Why?
Natural 20?
Yeah.
He says non-lethal.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, what is that? That's you don't physically roll anything.
No.
For the
like-
sake of being an at 20, I'll say that you knock it out. It loses consciousness and drops.
Cool. Does the enchantment fade?
As it loses consciousness, its mouth opens and this vapor escapes the mouth, and the body transforms into that of a younger wood elven boy. Definitely not a man yet. Definitely younger. Like shrinks a little bit.
So he's only like 50.
I was
And
like, fuck, I can't.
lays there now on the floor. But it,
That was
you
actually
know,
trimmed clap.
it the look of being a pale, older high elf is definitely faded. It seems that the same thing that happened to the dead ones has happened to him as well. So it seems that whatever was enchanting him is gone. He is, however, knocked out.
Yo, can we take a bathroom break then?
Yeah, I was about to say, as we all have done this, will go take a little break. Thanks for
God
hanging
for
in with
that.
us so far, chat. You guys have been lovely. Frodo Saggins and Chaotic Grandpa, thanks for the follows. Appreciate it. Hanzo, thanks for the 2 months. Appreciate it. And we'll see you in like 5 minutes, guys.
Gypsy,
You're welcome, dude.
Koiba,
Wait, what?
thanks guys
You're still
for
alive?
beating the shit out of me.
Hey, man. You're...
Dutch can back me up on this. You would have been fine.
That wasn't
I
fun.
would have
That wasn't
Hey.
fun. Being one fail away from
To be
literal
fair,
death.
at the end there,
You're welcome.
the only person that could have gotten you out without taking damage was Bran, and he did that. Because every other damage would have carried over, but because his thing specifically indicates the blood inside your enemies is why that didn't damage you.
If I had polymorphed the thing, would Gen have been polymorphed with it or no?
No. Ken would have
Okay,
been
cool.
for that.
It would have worked if he hadn't
Yeah.
rolled in that one.
Anyway,
If he
chat,
had-
we'll be right back. Thanks for hanging with us. Be back in like 5 to 10 minutes while we all go potty break, grab a drink, help your mum smoke a cig, dab for 5 minutes straight. Whatever it is you do on our breaks. Get some food. We'll be right back. See you in a bit.
Hashtag ban Gypsy.
Ladies and gents, thank you for your patience.
I should be
Welcome
nice.
back.
Like, hey, do you want the rest of my burrito? Thing?
Corey, but did you read that? Dutch, don't open the DMs on stream because it's...
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
I did. Now it's fucking
What the?
It's funny, right?
It's funny. It's very funny.
Some of it is a little
Fuck your
more
wife.
risque, but
It's funny.
pretty funny.
Welcome back, y'all. Thanks for sticking through with us through our little break.
I really almost died, man.
You really did, yeah.
We were so close to
Get
getting
used to it.
So, Heroes of Exile, as you are still within this forest made out of what seem like obsidian trees. What do you do?
We need to try and wake up the elf boy.
I will
What he has to
pour
say.
a greater healing potion into his mouth.
Damn.
Okay.
Ah, I'm dropping dice. Fuck. Sorry.
How fucking many is that?
44 plus 4.
3, 6, 10, 12, 16.
Okay. As you pour the potion down his gullet, he starts to wake up. Brown eyes start to appear where previously was this like haze of a variety of different colors. What's happened? Where am I? Who?
I was gonna ask you the same question, to be honest.
You're in the Feywild.
I mean, yes, I know that. I live here.
Well,
My name's Belua. Where?
Just outside the City of Chaos.
City of Chaos. What is that?
What town do you live in?
I live in the city nearby, I believe. If that's, I live in Kilnareth. What?
I'm just gonna tap Naranka. Like, didn't you say chaos used to be something else?
Yeah, I did.
And I whisper, but very badly, so I'm sure the guy can hear me, because I also have to whisper up. I think he's been trapped for a long time.
What year is it for you?
I don't know. What do you mean? What happened to Kilnareth? Who are you people?
We're friends. We
Yeah.
helped you.
Right.
And I make him a flower and give him a flower with druidcraft.
Thank you.
Kilnareth doesn't exist anymore.
What do you mean? I've seen it not long ago. What?
It's been taken over by a certain archfey.
What? When?
Somewhere in the last 100 years, while I was gone.
I've seen the city just yesterday.
Your yesterday might not be everyone else's yesterday.
What's that supposed to mean?
Do you know what state we found you in?
No, I just woke up. I don't remember anything. I don't even know who you are.
Point to one of the trees. You were one of those.
And something magical had happened to you, and we had to separate it from you.
What?
I know
wish
this is
we
hard
had
to
more
hear.
answers.
Do you know any of these people around us?
Oh, you can't see their bodies. I've covered them
Yeah,
over in
she's
graves.
right.
What people? I don't see anyone else.
There's like grassy mounds in the ground, like with something at the head of each one.
Uncover the faces of those real quick.
Sure, but this might be really hard to see, so you might not want to look. And I just uncover, I guess, the vines and the grass from around their face.
All of
The
them?
body is covered. Yeah, all 4.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know his name, but he works at the general store in a trade district. And that one, Live just a few streets from me. What's going on?
You've been changed for potentially a century, as far as I know.
And you can see on his face that he's trying to process it. And this is a relatively young elf. Narank, you gather this is an elf that is not quite an adult yet, but
She's like in his 30s-ish.
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
I just say, here, drink this. Give him my flask that still has warm green tea in it.
And he proceeds to drink, and keeps drinking and doesn't stop until the flask is pretty much empty. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize how thirsty I was.
I left this place when I was a little older than you were, but I haven't been back here in at least 100 years. So, I don't know how long you were in this tree form that the others are in, but...
Well, all these
someone's
people
done it.
lived in the city. Did everyone in the city get turned into these things? What?
We don't know. We haven't been there yet.
We were just making our way there.
Well, you've got to help them.
That's what we're gonna try to do. Not sure what's quite wrong with them, though.
He's lost. Like, he doesn't know. Like, he is so confused. Because to him, he made it seem that not a moment has passed since, you know, like, it all happened overnight, it's apparently, from what you can make out of what he's saying.
Do you remember anything from, like, what's the last thing you remember?
Last thing I remember was I had food with my family. Spent some time with a friend. And then I came home and went to bed.
Okay. The night you went to bed,
Yes,
it was 100 years ago now.
apparently.
Something very evil took over the city that you lived in,
What?
and it would appear that the forest that surrounds us is full of the people that you once knew.
Well, if anyone knows what's going on and can help you, it would be Master Kilnus. He was in charge of the city. Oh no, have they taken him too?
I don't know. He's
We
not
don't
one
know.
of these people.
No.
We haven't made it to the city yet, so he may still be there for all we know.
For the time being, you can likely rest assured that he's also gone.
Narank, make a history check.
And I'm gonna cover the faces back up with Druidcraft now that he's looked at them.
11.
The name Kilnus rings a bell.
Okay.
You're not sure from where, but you've heard the name Kilnus be said a couple of times since you've returned to the Feywild. You're not sure where you heard it, or maybe you've just heard it in passing, but the name rings a bell somewhere.
Alright.
I have some family living in Majesty. I can make the trip there. I don't think I can join you because I'm training to be somewhat of a swordsman, but I have a lot of training to go before I'm even allowed to.
Make the barman just for yourself.
I'll be alright. I go hiking a lot, and I know some smaller villages on the way there that I could spend some time in. I should be alright.
Just like we said, that those villages may or may not be as you remember. This was 100 years now.
We
Right.
could always direct him to the boat.
They
and
may
have
be
it wait
bigger.
for us.
They may be towns. They may be gone.
Right. How did you lot get here then? What?
We traveled by a boat along the river from Bar Majesty.
Alright, so that hasn't changed.
If you feel that you can't hike there, we could give you some food and water, and you could wait in the boat until we return.
I can do that. Yes. I'll wait in the boat.
Just don't let the pixie out, please.
Oh, trust me, pixies are evil creatures. I'm well aware.
Just tell her maybe later.
Right.
And I guess I will bundle together some rations. I actually don't know how many I have.
I will hand him 10 rations out of the bag of holding.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have
A lot of
I
rations.
do not have many.
Yeah. The party bought like a literally like
Like
a
200
big bag of like
60 or
like
something.
literally an entire shop stock worth of ration at some point. Yeah.
I bought an entire shop.
Just sitting on
We still
a
have
lot.
like,
Fucking-
I have 95 on my count at least. So
I have like 6 on mine, like because I took one.
All right. So he takes the rations and stashes them away in some pockets and starts chowing down on a little bit of food already. Right. So your boat is just off to the river.
yeah, just kind of point in the general direction of the boat. If you head that way, it's gonna be kind of hard to miss.
All right.
Hopefully, it's still there.
If
I'll
the
await your
trees
return.
start moving or exploding, or if things start coming out of them, just run as fast as you can.
Yeah.
I will run. Thank you. I think
I'll give him my dagger, I suppose.
all right, yes. Like I said, I've been training to use swords, so this dagger shouldn't be too much of a problem.
This is all I can really spare, but I
better than
just
nothing.
hope it helps, whatever may happen. And we will come back, and I'll get it back from you.
All right. I'll see you at the boat at some point then.
Yeah, hopefully sooner rather than later.
And he proceeds to make his way to where you guys, direct him the way you came. Laura's muted.
Lol, sorry. I'm gonna just be like, wait, hold on. And just
What?
make a little whistling noise. And Bob, my rabbit's gonna run out somewhere because basically whenever we fight, he runs away and he knows to come back.
Okay.
Fighting's over. And be like, here, you can take Bob for company. He probably shouldn't come with us anyway. And then you're not by
Alright.
yourself.
Okay, and he takes the rabbit and kind of like, pets it. Alright, Bob. Looks like it's you and me. Don't be long, please. And he darts off to where you tell him to go.
Alright, well, looks like we need to look for this Kilner.
Illness.
Kilness.
Val Kilmer.
Anyone here proficient in history, perchance?
Probably the bard.
No.
Nope.
No, I'm half proficient though.
I feel like I know who it is, but like.
I think I have an inkling of who it might
I
be.
think I have an inkling.
Is it
based
an
on-
arch?
Yeah, I think it's the Archfey lead. The one who fucking destroyed the fucking.
But Bran doesn't know
Yeah.
shit, so.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Half proficient doesn't count for anything.
Not in this case, no.
Not even if I were to like roll with disadvantage.
Nope. All right.
I'm literally there's not a single thing that I'm not at least half proficient in.
Yeah, jack of all trades,
Jack
baby.
of all Bard, warhead.
Hell
Literally,
yeah,
you
dude.
add half your proficiency to anything you're not proficient in.
Which is lit.
Yeah, which is lit, definitely. Okay. You see if you glance in the direction of where the city is through some of the obsidian trees, you can see the walls of the city. You're not super far. Probably take you
I'm
way
gonna
less than an hour.
recast Pass Without a Trace
Okay.
on all of us.
Once I have like a decent sight on the city, I want to also use my scope of the Yule to be able to look at the walls, kind of see if there's anything rolling on top of them.
Okay.
What's kind of going on there?
Roll a, everyone roll a stealth check first of all, with the
Plus
plus
10.
10 because of Pass Without a Trace.
I'm actually gonna go invisible when we do that as well. So,
I'm really happy.
Okay, so you got
I played
advantage.
Pass Without a Trace.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh fuck.
I
I
got
love
21.
I'm
21.
rolling Koibers. I got
Wait,
20.
Koibas.
Yeah.
I got 31.
Koibas.
Koibas?
What?
I'm rolling Koibas. So last time on disadvantage, I got
What
double
do you?
fours.
Why Koibas?
This
Oh,
time
rolling
on
two
disadvantage, I got
same
double
dice.
11s.
Oh,
okay,
Jesus.
That's like
We
Rolling
thought you meant you were
Koibas.
rolling his like.
Koibas
Yeah.
stealth, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No.
Yeah, Koiba doesn't get to roll anymore. We're rolling for him.
yeah.
If you roll bad initiative, you roll a Kasarin. If you roll doubles, it's a Koiba.
It's not a Kasarin, it's a Laura because
I feel like I was a way less confused way of wording that, but okay, sure.
Katanas rolled. What the fuck math is it? 23. Nicole
23.
28.
28.
21, 23,
31.
31.
Again?
22.
And what did you roll, Abran? 22.
22.
22.
Okay. You get closer and closer, and eventually, Narank, you get a good enough like angle to where you can, at the edge of the forest, where there's very little obsidian trees,
Yeah.
use your scope to kind of like peer past the wall. 24 perception?
Yeah.
Okay. You see that this entire wall is also covered in this obsidian type material. You can see past the wall, in the middle of what the city, this large obsidian tower, just tower over any other building in town, directly in the middle of it. You see on the walls a variety of these high elven, blonde, pale-skinned individuals roaming the walls, some larger than others. And you see a gate that is being guarded by 3 of these individuals. Definitely larger in size than the ones you fought before.
All right. Looks like we got some the fucking messed up high elves on the walls, as well as some bigger ones guarding that gate.
I'd really like to
Now.
not fight any more of them until we give a better way of freeing them.
Looking at the obsidian tower, are there any windows in it?
In the tower? Yeah, several.
How far away, roughly, is that tower?
A few miles.
I could fly us there.
If we go up high enough, they're not
Okay.
gonna look up in the sky, are they?
Can you carry anyone when you fly?
Yeah, I can become a giant eagle and fit lots of people. Well.
How much are you able to
lots.
carry?
Hold on. It might say. I don't know. Hold on.
I'm trying to think if we can all do this.
Yeah, like I
Can't
might
hold
have
on
to
now.
make a few trips. It definitely wouldn't be all of us.
Well, no, because we also have the.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Literally, like.
A giant eagle can carry up to 900 pounds, but
Okay.
for, a light load, which doesn't impact movement speed at all, would be 300 pounds. A medium load is anywhere between 300 and 600 pounds, and a heavy load, which will severely impact its movement speed, up to 900 pounds.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
Okay, just hypothetically,
Mhm.
if she polymorphed one of us, or however many, and made them smaller, does that make them weigh less?
I
Like,
can
would
only
that?
polymorph one person right now.
But no, I'm not saying that that's what we do. But like,
Depending on what creature she makes you, yeah.
I can't
That's
make you
hilarious.
smaller. I would turn you into something else. I can't
Oh.
just like shrink you. That's
You
not
can't make- okay, you
The
can't change the
5e
size.
book, specifically, when it comes to carrying rules as creatures, it
Yeah.
says that a giant eagle can carry up to 4 people on its back.
okay.
So
Well,
whoever
For
doesn't fit on
normal
the carpet,
wage people,
yeah.
I assume.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if we put.
Because Nicole is over
Yeah,
200
Nicole's a
pounds.
big boy.
That's fine though.
Nicole
if we
is
put-
268 pounds.
Right.
4
Have it-
people of average weight.
Yeah.
So if we
Nicole's a-
put.
Well, I
Matthias,
assume that
Bran,
in particular those rules are for the space that's on its back, not how much it
And
can carry.
it's also
Because if it
related
can,
to movement speed.
it's
Yeah.
both. It's both.
because it could also potentially carry, because it's like if it's carrying a load of 900 pounds, then that might not be on its back. It might be carrying it in its talons or
Like
whatever.
on its back, it can carry up to 4 people. It says here, and a weight of and a certain weight based on a
Right.
giant eagle's strength and whatever. So yeah.
Okay, so if we have Matthias and Bran go on, turn his back with the giant eagle, right? The rest of us, me, Actanis, and Nicole, will take the flying carpet. We're gonna aim for that window. I'll point at the one, like you said it was like halfway up the tower?
I said there's several windows, that's all I said.
Oh, there's so how big are the windows? Like, is there any big windows, or are they all kind of normal sized windows?
They're windows, man. They're just windows.
Oh no.
I feel like there's really no way to stealthily fly into the center of a city.
I also don't think there's a stealthy way to get in without us.
You fly vertically up
being
really,
seen.
really, really high, and then go over, and then just come vertically down really slowly and really quietly. If you flew like in a straight line, yeah, they'll see you, but no one's looking up all the time.
But
right?
anything on the walls that is potentially keeping an eye out will see a huge bird and a carpet fly up over the horizon and up into the air.
So, Matthias, do you have a different idea then to get in the city? Because I
No,
think flying's
I'm
our
just
best
very
option.
scared.
I think it's. I mean, it comes to on the flying
Come on,
carpet.
Matthias, we
bring-
fought dragons at this point.
we have
These
four
fuckers
dragons.
ain't shit.
And I have a question. Would Pass Without a Trace, because it's a concentration spell, but does me changing into a wild shape affect that? It drops?
No,
or
actually.
Can I...
Wild
Well,
shape.
at a higher
spec-
level,
Keep-
I guess, but-
I'm pretty sure that at this
Concentration spells only
stage,
cast 4.
as long as you have cast a spell before you wild shape, you keep the concentration of those spells.
And
Yeah.
I've already cast Pass Without a Trace, so I
Yeah.
also would, then in case I'll remind Matthias, don't forget I did put the stealthy spell on us, so we are moving a lot quieter, and we're harder to be seen in general right now.
I do feel somewhat stealthier.
So as long as the people
Alright.
on the carpet don't get too far away from me while I'm an eagle, we're okay.
As long as you don't fly too fast, I think we can.
How long does this enchantment last?
1 hour. My
So
stealth
you have a
spell.
you have a little time left.
But we gotta
Alright.
do it soon.
Okay.
I will whip out the carpet
Okay.
and get on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Is there anywhere? Is there like any sort of some natural cover, like trees, rocks, or something that we're not in a big open.
No, you're like at the edge of this obsidian forest, and there's
Okay, cool.
a
So then I'll
little
go
a little
ahead,
ways to go before you reach the city walls.
then
You're like kind
while
of like
still
in
under the
between.
tree cover, I will wild shape into a giant eagle and wait for whoever's coming with
Okay.
me to hop on my back.
All right. So those designated to Trim's back will hop on the back. Those designated to the carpet will hop on the carpet with Nuronk. Where do you guys fly up to?
Like I said, I would like to, what I mentioned earlier, and like fly up vertically really high before going towards the thing, hoping that if there's that much, if we can achieve enough height, they won't be looking that.
But you're
far up in
going
the air.
you're going to fly towards the tower in the middle.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah.
But for
Like,
now,
like-
we're currently good.
Yeah, kind of like up.
Okay.
and
So
then
currently
over,
you're
and then
you're
down.
going up.
Yeah.
As soon as you breach the canopy of this obsidian forest, nothing seems to react to these two things just suddenly floating up. And now you're high enough, you have a good grasp of the city. You can clearly see that the city is divided in certain districts. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make out 6 from where you are. And the entire city, all the structures individually are covered in this obsidian casing, almost. And you can see that all the streets have these pale blonde, high elven beings walking around. And there's a lot of them everywhere.
Then, as we start to fly towards the tower, I want to look for whatever window looks the largest.
I'm gonna look, can I look for a balcony at all?
But you're going to the tower.
Yeah, we're going towards
Okay.
the tower. Yeah. I'd like to look for a balcony.
Okay. As you get closer to the tower, you can see that there are windows, but however, none of them really are open or whatever. There are balconies, but as you get closer, you see that each balcony has these high elven looking creatures on it.
Is there?
You don't
very
really
top
see a
of the
place. What's that?
tower? Is the top of the tower like? Okay, it's hard. I know what I mean, but I can't think what the actual words are. But is it like just like a roof in the sense of like there's no access to it, or is it?
No,
like,
it's like this
like a
just like
castle,
it's like a
like,
cone roof.
Okay, but basically it's not like a place that's like
A
you know,
landing
castles like you know,
No.
castles you have like
No,
the,
it's definitely we
No.
fly up.
It's like a
Climb
cone. It's like
up
a
to that
cone.
wall.
It's like a cone-shaped roof
it's
with
just a
jagged
fucking, like-
edges.
So if I look at it again, do I see any like balconies, perhaps, maybe,
No, we know there's some
or
balconies.
There are balconies, but those balconies
They all
have
have people.
things on it, people on it.
So we have to pick a window with no balcony and then like open it.
Are
there any
lock it, or break
decently
it.
big windows?
I think you said they're all the same size. 'Cause I also tried to see if there was a larger one, but
You look around and kind of like from a distance fly a lap around the tower, and all the windows are closed. All the balconies have guards on it.
pick whatever window
Are
is
there
the
any
farthest
windows?
from a balcony.
Is there a window that looks like it's kind of not got a balcony nearby it, or looks
Yeah, a couple here and there.
Pick
Are
the
we
highest
able,
one of
if we're
those?
if we're able to aim for one of those, am
Yeah,
I able?
sure.
Are we able to get close enough on the carpet where I can see inside of that room?
You can certainly try.
All right,
That's why I
perfect.
found
The
the wrong.
highest window that's not near a balcony that I can.
That I can try and look through.
And just roughly how high would that be? Just out of curiosity's sake.
Pff, Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
High enough that I don't want to fall.
Like, imagine, you know, the city, you know, is New York.
Is Empire
Yeah.
State
This
Building?
tower is the Empire State Building.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like 200-300 feet in the air. Okay.
Yes, it is a
So
tall boy.
I will.
That's perfect. That's what I needed to know.
Yeah,
It's
I would
huge.
like to try and look through that if I can. Look through a window.
Yeah.
You're currently like halfway up the tower, give or
Oh,
take. Like you're
right.
towering above the rest of the city, but there's definitely a lot more tower left to go.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, more like
1,000
feet in the air, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Anyway.
It's a joke, bro. No, okay, make a perception check as you kind of like try and peer through one of the windows.
Oh, him.
I want you all to do another stealth check though, as you're actually getting close to the tower this
I
All
mean-
time.
of us? Yeah.
Yes.
Give me, let me just see this stick up. I'm
I'll
gonna
take my
use a
invisible
point of
speed.
luck.
I rolled a 23 for the stealth check. We
I
still have
mean-
the-
Narunk, you're invisible, but you're on a flying carpet.
I know.
But yes, you technically still get advantage, but it sounds fucking dumb.
I know.
Nicole roll. Are we still past that trace?
Yeah, we still
Yes.
passed out a trace.
Yeah.
Nicole's
you're getting
got
to, like,
27,
to the
Arcanus has got a
end of it.
I have a 28.
29.
22.
Nice. Okay. Alright.
For my perception check, I rolled a 16.
16. It's hard to see through the window because the inside of this tower is dark. This is also the only structure in the city that is not covered by a thick obsidian layer. This building seems to be actually be made out of obsidian.
That's
like a
able.
small
Like real
difference.
obsidian?
As far as you
Or
can
the
tell, yeah.
obsidian glass stuff that we could. Okay.
No, as far as you can tell.
Am I able at all to discern anything inside the room? In the sense of like,
Figures,
just-
or-
no, not I don't give a shit about figures, but not a fucking. Do I kind of see like anything that's like that's a fucking wall, or like, can I see in the room at all like an open space?
Yeah, you pass this window. There is it is a window,
Then
and
I
it does
will
lead into a
cast-
room. Yes.
Fucking smart.
Then I will cast Dimension Door and drag me Nectarnus into that room.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So yeah, you appear on the other side of the window, essentially, and both disappear off of the carpets, right?
Yeah. No, I've just had a question.
What?
I still want to do it just like Nectarnus because I've said that. But it says I can take an item with me. I assume it doesn't include people on the item, so I couldn't take me in the car.
Imagine he takes him in the carpet and the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I definitely wanted to just do Nectarnus anyway. This
Yeah.
is a. I know,
you
but
can
fact,
you
I
can take the
an
carpet with
item.
you, but the other two on the carpet will just.
Would fall. They would fall.
The other one, it's
That-
just me.
No, because you can't
just-
bring
just-
the carpet and Actanus. It would be
No,
or.
I could bring.
Oh.
So I'm definitely bringing Nectarnus, but I have to could I do this? Because
No, that would cause your friends to
That would be
literally
the
plummet to their
perfect time
deaths.
to reveal that you're evil.
I know. By the way, guys, yoink yourselves.
Okay, so you and
Really
Octanus appear on the other
cold.
side of this room. It is a
And I'll
very,
gobble on.
very dimly lit room. There's some candles kind of like on wall sconces. Make a perception check.
Can I make one for both me and Ictanus?
Sure. Just roll with
And
advantage. Just roll with advantage for yourself. Fuck it.
Once they're all in and the carpet's out of the way, I'm gonna
Well,
try.
only-
we're not
only-
gonna-
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
those two.
only
I need
Nicole
to
and
be-
Ictanus are in.
No, wrong, the carpet's still in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
No, I'm
that's
just saying.
good.
Basically, my cue is I'm waiting to see that the carpet team is inside, and then I'll
Okay.
fly right up to that window and let the two on my back inside.
Okay.
That is a 23.
23.
Yeah.
You look around the room first of all, and this seems to have been at some point some form of living quarters for someone. There's a bed. There's a little like dining area. It's almost like it's a living space for probably just one person. You're not sure what this tower's purpose was or what it is now. But this seems to be just a living space of someone who at some point inhabited the tower. You look around in the window that you like kind of like looked through is barred from the inside, but it's very simple for you to just like, you know.
Okay, am I able to open it up?
Yeah, it's like you can remove whatever is like it's a window that you pull open from the inside, and there was just something blocking it so that from the outside it couldn't be pushed
Basically,
open
like, me and
essentially.
Tans will work together if there's any strength
Yeah, yeah.
points.
No,
The
it's
window
it's
isn't big enough for a giant eagle to perch there, is it?
no.
My plan
But-
wasn't to perch on it. I have a
But
plan.
as
know,
you,
but-
but the rest, all of you guys now see this window being opened and Nicole Octanus on the other side of the window.
Yeah.
I'll sound the
I'll
bracelet. Have these two slide off your back onto the carpet and inside, and then you can transform and land on the carpet
Oh, okay.
to get inside.
Okay, that works too. So I'll do that. That is better than my plan.
I'll kind of half hold out a hand as well to like once this.
Like I was
once they've
gonna
got
fly
close
up to
the
it,
window.
let them clamber in, and then drop wild shape and grab the ledge.
Okay, I feel like this is a safer plan then.
I was gonna do some parkour shit, rolling that one die.
Does she take half full
So you go
damage because
300
she
feet up and
only...
then grab the ledge.
Yep, you know, like
Dive bomb into the window. Just
So
fucking, like,
for the next few minutes, you work on, with the carpet, making sure that everyone gets inside, and then Trim poofs herself above the carpet and just kind of like little drop onto the carpet, and you both
oh, shit.
hop
roll
in the
the carpet
window
as I
and
come
roll up the
inside, so-
carpet. Okay, so you are now all inside the obsidian tower.
Is there like a nightstand around there?
There's a little
bed.
thingamajig
the bed
next to the bed,
off-
bed
Like
little
around
table.
Chris George, see if there's like anything I can indicate who might have been in here.
I say, is the bed off the ground at all? Because if so, we're gonna look under the bed to see if there's. fucking
Yeah, there's like a foot of space between the floor and the bed,
I'll
I guess.
see
Yeah.
anything under the bed.
I'll spend a second life sensing.
Okay, that's 30 feet, right?
Yes, for a minute.
Okay, so besides your team, you do sense several heartbeats down the hall, maybe in other rooms.
But I don't know exactly where. Okay.
You don't know exactly where. Anywhere, like, some of them seem to be moving because they, like, leave and re-enter the, your
So they're
area.
right on then. Okay.
But, yeah, like, quite a lot.
Are we in?
Yeah, you're all
we're
inside.
all in, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
Um,
I find anything in the drawers that kind of like indicates?
Make an investigation check.
I'm
Going to
gonna.
do the same for looking under the bed.
Make an investigation check.
12.
12. You open up the drawers of the nightstand. Has a couple of spare candles in it, and a book that seems to have a little like a little thing in it to keep track of where last this person was when reading the book. Under the bed, there's nothing. Nicole.
I say 15. but-
What's the
Yeah,
book's
there's
name?
nothing under it. What's the book's name? It's not titled, but if you want to take some time to just kind of like investigate the book, you can.
No, that's right.
Okay.
All right. We don't know how many people might be in here. Probably best
There's.
if I go out first. Invisible.
Dutch.
Yes.
Do I know how many other heartbeats there were?
You sense at least 8.
There's at least 8 living things. And because it keeps going up and down, they're right on the edge of 30 feet. But there's definitely something or someone out there.
Do we want
How
to?
do you know that?
The same with the trees. I can sort of sense heartbeats now.
He's a wizard.
I mean, how is everybody looking? Do we need to take a small little rest here? Maybe barricade up the door and just hunker down for an hour?
I mean, I could go down for about 15 minutes if you guys want.
Just
I
hunker-
could hunker down for about 8 hours if we're all good with that.
Well, maybe not quite that long. Thinking more of a shorter respite rather than something more long haul.
Agreed.
I would appreciate some time to collect myself.
Okay.
I will. Is there anything that I could like? Is there a bookcase or anything like that? I guess that's chest of drawers, but I'd like to barricade up the one entrance I know. I assume there's one door, and I will. The one entrance I know. about.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little noisy, but yeah, there's a bookcase, there's a table.
How heavy? Is it, how heavy is it if for me? I kind of like lift it and place it gently, rather than just.
It's a solid bookcase filled with books. So.
Oh, you're fucking.
If-
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah. Yeah.
If we're taking time to rest, I can
Well, the
ritually
table-
cast Prayer of Healing for
Yeah, that's cool.
because it takes 10 minutes for anyone
I'll,
who needs a top up.
Okay, is there anything that's like?
Won't say no.
Want to say anything else about the?
I'll do it.
Yeah,
Why
just-
not?
I'll do like a little table. Basically, anything that's not like anything that I can lift up to move in front of that door that wouldn't be like.
There's a desk that if you and Octanus work together, you gather, very carefully put it on the ground at the door. Yeah.
I'll
Alright.
try to do that.
Everybody heals
just-
up 18 hit points from my Prayer of Healing.
Okay. So are you short resting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Question: is the Heroes Feast still active?
Yeah, it'll be until evening dinner time, so it's 24
Yeah.
hours.
It's not been. I'll give you the notification when it does, but it's not been 24 hours yet. You've only traveled you woke up. You've traveled a few hours down the river. Spent like an hour traversing the forest, so you still have quite a few hours of Heroes Feast left.
Okay.
So,
I'm just gonna.
anything y'all want to do during your short rest?
I'm good because I'm at max health now from the Prayer
I'm
of
not gonna do
Healing.
anything.
I'm gonna.
I'll glance
keep
at
an-
that book while I'm for
I'm
resting.
gonna. I'll keep an eye on the door actually. I'm gonna kind of like just sit in front of the door. Or
Okay.
point back at the door.
If I continually spend my time sat almost meditating life sense, if does that, I'm assuming it won't, but that won't count as a short rest, right?
No, because you're actively doing something.
All right, that's fine. I'll sacrifice the short rest, and I'll just motion everyone to be quiet if anyone comes near the door.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I'll sit by the door and listen out to the door, kind of like.
Make a perception check.
That's a natural motherfucking 20.
Nice. Every once in a while, you hear some footfalls, and you hear some coming close to the door, and then as if moving through the hallway, essentially. Aberan, you sense some heartbeats go. You sense some heartbeats enter your vicinity.
I want a song of rest.
Okay. So if anyone, is that only when people use hit dice, or is it just in general?
Yeah, it's only when you use the dice.
So if anyone's using hit dice, they get an extra
D6.
D6 of healing on top of that. You wanna get in on that? Naronk, you're going through the book?
Mhm.
Okay. Hold on.
My hit dice is a D8, right? +1.
As a bard, maybe?
Yeah.
D8, yeah.
Yeah.
You take the time to glance through the book, and it seems to be somewhat of a journal of some servant.
I just rolled fucking snake eyes.
Nice.
Oh, you rolled a Koiba.
You're fucking garbage. I am.
This seems to be
Oh, the D6 was a 1 as well! I just recovered 3 HP on 2D8 and a D6.
That's
get
nuts.
four.
More
Get
D8
your
for it.
con mod.
That's nuts. Yeah, plus, yeah, true. You,
Fucking hell.
Naronk, as you read, where the page, like the thing is that indicates how far into the book someone's been. It turns out that this is not a book that someone was reading. It is a journal, personal journal, of you gather a servant serving Cairo Kilnas, the ruler of the city of Kilnareth. And the last entry is dated the year 676 of the Third Era.
Just how long ago?
We're in
Which-
800 something, aren't we?
Which is, you're currently in 755.
Oh, never mind.
So it's roughly, what is that, 80 years ago?
80 something years?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, at least I have the time frame of when it happened.
And
Well, yeah, it looks like it's been down
the
about
entry
80 or so
itself
years ago.
reads, Master Kilnas, it's in Elvish, which you read. Master Kilnas summoned all servants to his room, to his chambers later today. Said he's been working on something for a long time now and wants us to test whether it works or not before revealing it to the public. We'll write down in the journal whatever this test may be, and that's the last entry. So
So it never got written.
never got written down.
Alright, well, I think I know why. So it looks like this all went down about 80 or so years ago. Alright, everyone done resting up?
Yeah,
We should
I think so.
get moving.
I would like to take 10 minutes to inspire everybody.
You can inspire everybody?
Inspiring leader.
Inspiring leader, yeah.
Different kind of inspiration.
I see.
I should be able to. Yeah, I think it's up to 6 allies, which is everyone.
Yep.
So yeah.
Sure he is.
And everyone gets 15 temporary HP.
15?
Yeah. We've done this before.
No, I know, I just... Fuck, dude, like, my HP is nice now, you know? Like,
Yeah, you also have the extra
I know,
max
that's what I'm
HP for a
saying, like,
while.
I got some nice HP right now. you
Nice
know?
little
Yeah,
buffs, dude.
If I hadn't rolled 3 ones, I would probably be at 75 hit points right now.
You rolled 3 ones,
93.
and your temporary hit points just put me at 111 for my potential total.
Half-Life 3
Bloody.
confirmed.
Yeah, it's called Half-Life Alex, right?
Got him. No,
That's
that's Half-Life 1.5.
yeah.
Mm.
It's actually 4.
Okay. What do you say, you know, to inspire your allies?
Fuck, I don't know, man. He's not feeling good. His old again.
Little shooketh.
We, the heroes of exile, will save our friend Naronk from his half soulless state, and maybe through a stroke of luck we will save this city from the evil grasp that has overtaken it. We are the heroes of exile, and we are strong. We are but men, rock, and a small woman.
Did we ever
That's all I
officially induct Matthias?
When did Matthias transition from you guys to we?
That's a good question.
Okay, then I'll take the temporary hit points, and you can fuck off.
He stacks
I'm-
them somehow.
Bran doesn't say shit. Bran's busy listening to heartbeats like some sort of...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Listen to a door and being like, yeah, I'm getting out.
Okay. So if you've had your short rest,
Aye.
you're about to travel into the Obsidian Tower and find out what hides within. I suggest we end it here because we've hit the 4-hour mark, pretty much.
But I want to
And
kill
we'll
more things.
Save
But I
searching
wanna
through
find
the
out what I
Obsidian
can do
Tower
myself.
for next week.
Oh,
That's all good with you.
Someone else has already stolen it. It's just-
what do I? now that I'm not dying, do the death saves and stuff, they don't matter anymore?
No, they just reset
Okay.
for next
Every
time.
time,
you,
every time you go to like back up, every time you stabilize, they reset.
yeah.
Okay.
So like you can go down like 4 times in the fight, and every time you went up, they reset.
Which is why having
What's it
healing
cool? Is it fucking dead?
is brilliant.
Like the main.
All right.
That was shit. I hate you all.
I also apologize because I thought I couldn't heal you, and I just remembered that I have my racial ability.
You have healing hands.
Wow, what a dick.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Absolute
I mean-
cock munch.
I could have saved him other ways, Dutch, but
thanks for
Did we have Revivify like on deck?
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Trim does.
I'm pretty sure Trim.
only Trim. So if Trim goes
She
down,
has any third levels left.
Pretty sure
I have
Trim
all
would have
my
been able
third
to.
levels left.
Yeah.
I'm out of
Okay.
second levels. And then
Trim
I'm-
is our resident.
All
fucking
right.
resident
Thank you
now.
all so much for watching. See you guys next week
Yeah.
for sure.
Session Dutch. That was good. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed.
hopefully plus a bell nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully plus a
Smell fog.
a
We should have
bell
her
bell
back.
fog.
We'll be at
Smell
grandparents
fog.
next week.
We did miss Bell.
We've got no
Bell
level
was
select
missed.
boys online
Oh no.
right now,
Really?
No.
or girls. Yeah,
Or people of non-binary.
sure.
What a
But a good buddy of mine, Mountain Drew HD,
My
He's
Mountain
live.
Drew.
Oh yeah, we know him. So that's.
and he is he is pretty close to a follower last time I believed. Oh my god, that was loud. Oh no, he just passed 900 followers. But hey, chat, show him some love. Me and him go way back, way back. Known the guy for like 5+ years
You guys
now.
even had a bet last year, right?
Yeah, who would reach 1K followers first, and I won that bet. So dab. He's playing some PUBG, you know, shit game, but great guy. Show him some love, please. He's awesome. He deserves it. Yeah, like I said, me and him go way back. Used to play a lot of games with him, but not anymore. Unfortunately, just throw some Dutch yeets in there and D&D memes. Just be be obnoxious. It's fuck.
That's good.
And we'll see you
I'm
guys.
good at that.
See you guys next week. Have a good one, y'all. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.